Let's see. We go. Are we live? Are we live? Yep, says excellent. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Juices Loose, Juice and Tea podcast, and sometimes Robert. Just got to change the name to Juice and Tea, the Juice and Tea show. Oh, look who it is!
What? Is that a mistake?
He must have accidentally clicked.
Whoops.
No, it's not a mistake. Relax. Okay?
Hey guys, we're gonna have to introduce this guest here.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We got, we might have to. There's some people.
No, there's not.
We got some new viewers.
Listen, he asked, and I said, okay, it's the Mario movie. I can humor the request, okay? Jesus Christ.
Make sure your camera's working. There you are.
Yeah, it's working.
Now where's Robert?
It's Robert. I didn't know Robert was gonna be here or not. Shoot,
Is he in Florida again? I don't know. Is he at SeaWorld?
I don't know. With him, you'll never know. You won't find out till the day after.
Did he go see the movie in Florida or Japan? Maybe he flew to Japan.
He
actually isn't out yet in Japan. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, he didn't say anything in like 2 hours.
Lenny says, Terrell? What?
Relax, guys.
Yeah, we got the insane one.
Relax.
This guy. Who is he?
When's the last one you were on? Last 2025?
Was it December or January? December or January? It's been like 4 months.
Well, welcome.
Powder.
I should have seen this coming, bro. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I got a quick question that's off topic before Robert gets in here. T, you're gonna be my main help for this one. So I was on TikTok right before I got on the podcast, and they were talking about tacos. Now the reason I'm asking you specifically is because apparently, is a black person taco just a taco with ground beef in it versus having like other stuff like chicken? Because someone said that online. I was like, is that true? I thought
it's kind of a thing, but
I don't I don't do anything other than beef in a taco. I like beef and beans.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's how I felt. And they're like, that's a struggle meal. And I was like,
well, you talking about no lettuce and stuff?
Well, no, it still has lettuce and everything.
Just
but
the meat?
If you use ground beef, if you use ground beef as the main meat, that's considered like a black.
That's an American taco.
It's a damn taco.
That's why I was confused about it. They were like, if you ain't using chicken or shrimp.
I've never had a chicken taco. Well, I've had a chicken taco like 30 years ago, but
it's not like a preferred thing for me personally. But I was just like, so what? Ground beef is considered struggle meal?
That's an American
like,
taco at a Mexican restaurant. You want an American taco?
That's what I'm saying. People acting like they're brand new to my old man.
Now the real that's I went to a
struggle taco.
Now, it depends on where you go, whether I consider it a good taco.
Ground beef, apparently.
But
well,
I went.
Obviously, but I think
to 90% of tacos.
Yeah, I went to
apparently, if you use chicken or like shrimp, that's
not a taco. It's shrimp taco.
That's the proper taco usage.
Who's making shrimp tacos?
Bougie motherfucker.
Yeah, you're paying fucking $7 for a shrimp taco, probably.
You're going to a $100 restaurant.
That's a waste of shrimp.
I went to
You went shrimp on a taco? What the hell are you doing?
That's why I got mad, motherfuckers. These are black people too talking about, man. Yo, I said, yeah, that ain't no taco. Fuck you mean?
You're trying to make issues. They try to create issues.
You're going to some fancy what do you want to call it? Like a food truck, like a high-end food truck. Fucking taco is gonna have shrimp and shit, like made by a chef. So I went to a Mexican restaurant with a Mexican person years ago, and he got the cow tongue as the meat, and I'm like, I mean, it might be fine. I'm just not gonna try it.
Yeah, that's some old Southern stuff too. Cow tongue.
Hey, listen. We haven't normalized all that. I mean, hell, I still get shit down here for not eating chitlins like that.
Damn chitlins, what?
And you guys have gizzards? Is gizzards a thing?
Chicken gizzards? Yeah,
it is.
It's fine, but
Mountain oysters.
I forget what those are. Are those balls?
Motherfucking balls.
I knew it.
Like bull or like elk or whatever, cow. I don't
knew
know.
it was gonna happen. I
buffalo
knew it, bro.
bull balls.
You gotta be a different type of person. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm like, yeah, like it ain't nothing else left to eat. You gonna eat some balls with those?
No.
I think what makes me mad is that motherfuckers act like it's normal. I'm like, it's not.
That shit is not normal, bro.
What about the pig's feet?
Normal. Oh, that is pretty normal.
That's not normal.
Pretty normal.
Not where I'm from.
For Southerners, that's a pretty. Southerners, baseline.
Spanish people.
Yeah,
chicken feet is huge.
Yeah, pigs and chicken feet. Usually, the three ones that most people would find weird that's okay here is like chitlins, pig's feet, and chicken
Pig's feet, yeah. Pig's feet, yeah.
Those are like the three things. Now, I don't personally care for either of them, but that's normalized. Like
pickle pig feet. You look in a jar and the fucking full ass.
I hate it. My uncle showed that shit to me as a kid. I'm like, what is that? You just said, hey, didn't you? This is the bottom half of the pig. I said, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. We ain't doing this.
I don't care how good it is. I probably wouldn't eat it.
And then the island side of me is like chicken feet. That shit, that's some voodoo shit, yo. That's
also really.
yeah. So it's like, what the hell? You gonna eat them? Yeah. I don't trust that shit, bro.
When I was a kid, I used to eat. We used to get. There's a restaurant, very popular local restaurant. They had, what do you call it? Buffalo wings before anybody I ever heard of buffalo wings. They just had, they just call them hot wings, and they were all it was the full wing. It wasn't separated, so you had the drum, the flat, and it had the wing tip. And I used to always eat the tip of the wing tip, like it was just crunchy enough. But you could still chew on it, and then it got up a little higher, and the bone got thicker, the cartilage. I always ate the tip of the wingtip on the wings. I don't do that anymore, but
just the tip. Got
it.
Yeah. Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Terrell. Give him a shout out.
Yo.
He absolutely is loving Immortals: Fenyx Rising.
It's. All right, look, I knew this was gonna come up. Listen, because I'm playing it again. I'm playing it again tomorrow.
Well, I will say you're not utilizing like the full moveset in the gameplay I watched the other night. It's like you were just doing like sending your bird and then just your standard attacks. I'm like, dude, go through, do your spike, hit them while they're in the air, slam them down with the hammer. Like, what are you doing?
My issue is that the hit. Well, I won't say hit. I'll say hit stun is what I should be saying. The hit stun. Some of these enemies will just walk through that shit, and I'm like, okay, so I can't reliably do it on like bigger enemies. Smaller enemies, sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, me with axe swings on smaller enemies is fine. So I'm pretty Gucci for where I'm at.
I always did the damn spear thrust, and
by the way, did you know you can glitch that out to where you can get up to higher areas than you're supposed to?
I always use that to get it. That's why I got it. That's why I told you to get it right away, so you can get up.
Well, yeah, because I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it, though.
I think it's open. I think the puzzles are open.
Oh, well, that one, yeah, I agree. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not in love with the game's humor at all, but it's fine.
Really, I love the humor, but
it didn't really do that much.
I like the humor.
It's okay.
Plus, you got your crew shitting on the game the whole time. Probably hurts. No.
Bit. First off, half those crew are in the chat. Like Donnie just thinks it's whatever. I think we're at the point where it's fine, and that's about it. Like it's, I think
it excels in to me I forget the vaults. Some of the puzzles are really clever and take some thinking to solve. To me, like, some of the best parts of the game are in some vaults that are just easily skippable. Like, most people probably wouldn't even go. I just decided to try every vault on my second playthrough, and I was like, damn, there's some, like, cool stuff in here that should be more, like, should kind of force people to go into some of these, because they're really cool ideas. But, I mean, yeah, the basic gameplay is... The combat got a little redundant after a while, especially the purple or the blue enemies, whatever you want it. The hardest version of all the enemies. Then you're just damage sponges, and the combat takes forever. Like, to kill them, I kind of, after a while, I was like, all right.
I imagine, since I'm playing on hard, I imagine if I was playing this on normal, it would have been even more of a joke. combat wise.
Early wise on regular, it was like, this is boring. Like, it's just so easy. Then I put it on hard, and I was like, all right, it's giving me a little more challenge. But after a while,
Yeah, I could see why, just for the sake of like the base, because base combat, I almost think you're too overstacked in terms of what you can do, to the point where it's like, yeah, if these enemies die, like they're not even, I wouldn't say they're dying, they're taking for a while to die. As much as I would say, I imagine on normal you could probably kill these guys with like 1 or 2 good counters, like most base level enemies, and I'm like, oh yeah, this would have been a joke. Oh hey Robert.
here he is.
Ready or Robert? I'm sorry, Ready or Robert?
There he is.
But yeah, I don't want to go too much into it. I'm glad you're playing the game, but I had completely forgot, or I didn't realize you didn't realize it was like a Breath of the Wild style like clone.
No, that first, I booted that bitch up and went, this is why Juice brought this up. This is 100% why Juice.
I would compare the combat more to like a God of War, though. It's just kind of.
Oh no, the combat no, but the general way the game is structured, yeah, that's definitely.
You got Vaseline on your camera there, Robert.
As soon as Robert joined, the kind of the quality went down.
It was a rough night.
Also, I see it's a little bit the light.
You gotta.
The light streaking.
What is that, God?
That's just God rays.
I know Easter just left, but goddamn.
That's Rosalina. That's Rosalina shining down.
Rosalina is crazy.
What? Yo, what's it like? Hold on, maybe I gotta move it up a little bit closer.
Eva is good. Ass is good. Now, when you get yourself a piece of evil ass, woo!
I hate it.
The best line in Vampire in Brooklyn. The best line.
Not working, Robert. You're just gonna have to live with it.
I hate that. Don't put the tissue on it.
Just live with
I'm
it.
just questioning, where'd you get the tissue from? Like, why is the tissue?
He pulled that tissue out real quick, didn't he?
Yeah. No, bro. It looked kind of suspicious.
Look, it's this.
Nah, you got name brand tissue? That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a white version
That's
of
expensive.
this, isn't it?
That,
isn't that the white version of this?
There's some new stuff. Where you ordered that from? It dissolves.
Costco?
You shoot and it disappears. It's amazing.
It's a little better.
Yeah, we need
Houdini shit.
We need the
Houdini type shit. That's crazy.
Gone.
We need the Legend of Retro and clocked it here now. Finish off.
No.
Well, I mean, clocked it,
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, just how it is. But retro, I don't quite.
He got his driver's license and drove away from the podcast. I said, damn.
He's all Americanized
all right,
now.
well,
That's what they do to you.
let's get Midnight Owl on the podcast.
That's crazy. I want Juice to tell him in the most random way, like, hey, so I hit up your wife to see if she come on the podcast.
That would be hilarious. He goes on, he's like, wait a minute, you're on the podcast right now? I was about to go to sleep or something.
God damn. Yeah.
All right, so
wild.
any like video game stuff before we get into the Mario movie stuff? We had Legion Go 2 price hike.
Yeah.
Y'all already talked about the PS5 price,
Yep.
right?
It was just me and T, wasn't it?
I haven't seen like it being a universal thing yet. Anyway, the Legion Go.
What? Oh,
The price hike.
That one I saw it on their website. I think it was sold out, but I think on
I don't think I don't think it caught up to resellers yet. At least.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just bought one, and mine was like 1,100. So
you can literally. I mean, once that starts to go, you can literally get like, if you wanted, you do like a $500 to $700 profit type thing, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, I could flip that bit now. So if I wanted to.
Oh, he plotting in the background. I already see dollar signs behind his dreads. I know what's going on.
I'm selling my Legion Go Z1, and that bid right now is somebody. Last bid on it was $550. So I'm
Oh really?
I'm gonna come up real good
Nice.
paying for most of this one.
I feel like there were other gaming stuff that I'm just not thinking about.
What about that thing? Was it you, Robert, who posted it? The whole Nintendo Switch 2 bundle they're doing with for Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2?
I didn't see anyone.
No, I didn't see
I
that.
saw something about. I didn't look into it. Is it a?
So apparently, I'll read it real quick. The offer starts April 12th and it goes through May 9th. Those who purchase a Nintendo Switch 2 at the same time as the gets the physical or digital version of games, save $20, and the games is Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, but it doesn't start until
It's
April
only
12th.
it saves you $20 versus buying them separately.
I believe.
So what do they charge for one, or is it one or two?
No, it's both. It's the bundle.
I thought they were $50 each.
$40 each.
Yeah, but it's the bundle with both of them in it.
What's the bundle
It's
cost?
$40 separately and then $70 combined.
So then it's $20. So you're paying 50. You're getting it for 50, is what it says.
Yeah, hold on. I thought I saw someone post it. Maybe I was wrong.
I guess that's not bad if you were planning on if those games were.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
I
a
think- I
separate.
mean,
it's
you
not
know-
like it's in the. It's not with the system. It's just a kind of put two together in your cart and
Well,
get the
Last
game.
week you talking about price hikes potentially for Switch 2 and stuff because I don't know if you saw it, T, but you guys were talking about like the Mario Kart bundle, but they stopped that bundle literally last year.
Yeah.
And
that bundle,
if you go to buy a Switch 2 right now, it's only the 450 Switch, which I mean is 450, but I think it's one of those things where a lot of people like kind of like you're saying, a lot of people always say the Switch 2 is $500, $500. It's not, it's 450. And I almost think that that's a good way for them to price hike it in their way, where it's like, well, if you guys think it's 500, we're just gonna put that bitch 500.
Well, I thought, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the whole argument that they intentionally had the Switch 2 pricing, including the price hike in mind when they first? Because when they were like, oh, we got. So
well,
supposedly,
no, I think it was that
Okay.
they didn't involve anything in terms of like hair or
Remember
something like that. But it was accessories. It was accessories. It was
Yeah.
everything else that they.
Yeah, but I thought that the only reason why the console didn't get price hiked at the same time was because it was factored in.
I mean, it's
at the
possible
time.
they were originally thinking 400 and 450, and they switched it to 450 and 500. But I don't know.
Maybe.
The pre-orders was only delayed by a couple weeks. I'd be shocked that they got all that done, like all the pre-order stuff
That's
done.
what I asked.
It is funny because I recently I recently saw our reaction to the Switch 2 thing not too long ago again, but I remember Juice was saying, he's like, man, this thing's gonna cost 500. It's gonna cost 500. So technically, it's even less than you thought.
When they first started
think we
showing it
forget-
and saying the details,
the 4K, the 120 FPS is like, oh,
I think
this
people-
about to cost 500.
I think people thought it was gonna be. I think people keep thinking the 500 because they assume that bundle is still a thing.
Yeah,
and it's
which they
not.
have no bundle right now currently. Like there's
They
not,
used to
I
have a
think
Z-
maybe
they
they
used
do
to
a
have a Z8.
Popopia one.
Well,
You don't
actually,
need
that's
Mario
probably
Kart World anyway.
no. Think about it. That's technically what this.
Which
that's
actually it's
technically
been
what this,
selling now. Now that it's been selling even more now because
No, well,
obviously you
technically,
have to
I
buy
think
it
that's what this Galaxy bundle is. This Galaxy bundle would be the next bundle because it.
for a
remember,
month.
you
Well,
take-
it sounds like less than a month. You say April to May.
Yeah,
I am
But-
tempted to pick
I mean,
up
the
Galaxy bundles for Switch 2?
yeah.
But
No.
is it like a
Even though
packaging
it's
thing? Because you know how like
even though. Well,
Is it
I
a
put in
packaging?
that. I put in that.
Yeah,
I put
there's
in
a
that
Switch One
chat.
version. It's $10 cheaper, isn't
let me
it?
see.
Well, it's the Switch 1 version. It looks like.
No. Switch. There's no separate version for Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 in terms of
Oh,
Switch
no,
1.
there's
It's
not.
just a
Okay,
Switch One.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just Switch 1. If you buy
a
the
Switch
game
1.
physically, it's a Switch 1 case.
Yeah,
And
But
I
then
will
it's-
say that I think
I'm surprised they're giving you both options for physical and digital. Usually, it's just digital.
let me see.
Right.
Because is it? I'm curious if it's like. Oh, see, but it's not like a packaging
No,
thing.
it's
So like,
just like a.
so like it's. You know how Mario Kart and the Legends ZA one, they both had packaging. Like it was literally like a
Yeah,
packaging.
yeah.
I'm curious what the next game they'll do that for, because it seems like they're gonna do that again. You would think it'd be
Kinda
Pokopia. Pokopia would have been a perfect one.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's-
don't think they. I'm be real with you. I don't think
Think they were
thought
ready for that.
Game,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
game
they
blew
probably
up in
weren't
a
ready
way
for
that
that.
I don't think they were prepared for. They were like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
shit.
they weren't ready. They
I
weren't ready
like
for that.
who shared the stuff like they built.
What?
I shared like they built.
Oh,
Oh,
Raccoon
yeah, that was
City and
Robert.
shit?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
Robert.
that shit was cool.
I like-
That shit's crazy.
I didn't know those options were in there for the building part of it.
Oh,
So.
it's way deeper than I thought. I mean, people were building the divine beast.
That's insane, bro.
Like,
Did you see the
I-
Tears of the
I-
Kingdom person built like a Titanic? It had 4 smokestacks and
Yeah.
everything.
It's just, I didn't know you could do that, go that crazy with it either, but you could.
That's
I don't
insane.
know how you would do much with it, but hey, people love building and stuff.
Shout outs to Brendan Fraser for saying Breath of the Wild is his favorite game of all time, and then
For
Tears.
He said, "Breath of the Wild,"
Shout outs.
not Tears. I was like,
Shout outs.
Brendan Fraser.
And
Yeah,
then Guillermo del Toro was listing games forever in that video. It's like
Yeah, he
half
was-
of it was
He
him.
was culture. He was culture, man.
The
We
culture.
respect the culture.
Yeah.
I love, it's crazy how just seeing a celebrity actor, whatever, their musician, director, whatever they're known for, just talk about video games. It's still after all these years, it's still.
Yeah, Del Toro's been on that for a while. Like I
I
always
know,
knew
but
he
it's
was,
still
like,
weird to me
into
to
video
hear
games.
like people just talk about video games so positively, even after all these years and gaming's such a huge thing. It's still maybe it's because I grew up in the era where most of the
It was
people
taboo.
in my family are old. I'm one of the youngest. I'm the youngest in my immediate family, and it's just like gaming just isn't something to the rest of my family. It's still weird to hear people talk about gaming like that, and it's just
As big as this shit is now. Is
Yeah.
like Brie
just,
Brie
you know,
Larson, like even in her interviews for the Mario, like what's the Yoshi Glover, right?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. And like he's the only one, and the 3 really the Bowser Jr. guy, he knew some of them, like the Guess the Sound, and like he was just nailing it. Like Nintendo 64 was his main system, but like
He
even
what's up.
like
He know what's
I
up.
already knew he knew what was up.
Yeah.
You know how his story
a
about
nerd.
Nintendo 64
He's
is?
a
Absolutely.
straight up nerd. He's a
Yeah.
total nerd. So
Keen-
that's not a
Absolutely.
surprise.
Absolutely.
what's Kean? What's his full name? I always forget. his
Keegan.
name.
Key, Michael Key.
Yeah.
Keegan-
He had no clue. He
Michael
wasn't even
Key.
trying to answer.
Yeah.
No, you could tell.
He
You could
respects
tell.
you.
Yeah.
He respects
You could
know?
tell who was aware.
He's not
who
talking
wasn't.
shit, which is
I
good.
appreciate he
Also,
wasn't
side
trying
note.
to act like he knew. He was just like,
Right. Which is
Also,
good. I
side-
hate when people pretend.
Side note: did anyone before the movie came out? Did anyone see those edits they were doing where it was a bunch of Mario edits where they would show Yoshi? I think they were doing like Yoshi throughout the years, and so it starts off obviously with like Super Mario World 2, and then it gets all the way up to the modern one, and then it starts playing Childish Gambino in the background.
Bruh.
Heavy rolling. It's Childish Gambino.
Oh, it's funny because he won, and he had a story on one of the
Yeah, he
interviews
won.
that he won the N64 through like a calls, like one of
A
those
radio
like,
show.
contests.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was every single second trying to call it at the time, which I could imagine. That
So I wonder
pretty
how old
funny.
he was, because I was in high school. I was graduating that year it
I
came
feel
out.
like he's like Terrell's age, or maybe I'm wrong. Isn't he?
He
in-
looks
maybe
older.
No,
Right.
he's 40. He's got to
Is
be
he
at least 40.
something? Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I thought maybe he was
He obviously is
maybe-
younger than me. If
30.
he was like, he sounded like he was
He's
younger.
he's like 38. I think he's 38 because
He's
I remember.
a couple years older than me then.
Yeah.
No, he's 42.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he's 42.
Okay,
I should've
yeah,
said-
never mind.
I should have stuck with my guns. I thought he was like.
I mean, he
around
looks
guess
he
yourself.
looks like a 40-year-old.
Drake's age.
But yeah, it's just cool. I don't like I said. It's just still.
Yeah, he got me by almost a decade.
It's easy to win me over.
Yeah, yeah, that close to Terrell. I thought maybe it was. I thought he
Yeah,
was close
I
to
figured
me.
he was younger than me. I was thinking maybe 10 years younger than me, but yeah, that's because that would be like the prime age for like N64, kid.
Yeah.
I was a little old when the N64 came out.
It's hard
but I
not to
still love
watch.
it.
Like I'm just like sucked in every Mario Galaxy interview or review.
And they're all really good. Yeah,
I
even
figured
though
you were
they-
binging some stuff because man, you were posting a lot. I was like, oh yeah, he's binging.
It's fun, dude. The interviews they've been doing are pretty fun. Like they're actually genuinely really good.
You can
Yeah.
tell like they're having a good time, and
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, to be fair, they're in Japan for a lot of them. They're enjoying, like, how can you be mad? Like I'm sure you could be.
And then especially I don't know what her paycheck was, and you find out how little lines Brie Larson had. It's like Jesus,
Yeah.
what did they pay
Yeah.
her? She's doing a lot of promoting for her character. We'll get it.
Well,
Too bad the movie sucked.
Oh Lord.
That's what the critics say. Oh.
Even even Electric Playground, Lucas guy and the Happy Console Gamer, they're both like, it's like a 7, like
Yeah,
it's
you
for
know what?
kids. I'm like, really?
I love Electric Playground. I'm a big fan of Victor Lucas for a long time, but we're right now on his channel because they do the Saturday the Saturday episodes of Electric Playground and Judgment Day. And right now they just hit like the GameCube era, and boy, they had some horrible takes on the GameCube. I remember it now, but yeah, I'm not surprised. Like the Smash Melee, like they shitted all over Smash Melee. I'm like, what?
That's a crazy line.
They doodled all over Smash Melee. It's like
3 out of 10 or something. It was some crazy thing. 3 out of 10, I think.
They gave it like a 3 out of 10. Smash Melee, bro. Like
maybe going back,
didn't age well.
That's disgusting.
That was an old one. They weren't going back and reviewing it.
No, that was during.
No. This 2001
when it was new.
The game came out.
Wow.
Yeah. They shit it all over. It's like the GameCube should look better than this. The graphics, and I'm like, God
60
dang.
60 FPS, all those characters, all that crap.
I'm like, I feel like
They did not appreciate it at all.
looking at it, like Melee is such a huge upgrade from.
Huge upgrade from the 64.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, even at that time, like I'm like, wouldn't you be like even more amazed? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And Tommy Tallarico, he's fucking unbearable. That fucking guy has the most hateful shit to say about Nintendo games, and it's just like, and then he turned it around and tried to make a fake ass Wii. That was hilarious.
Yo, what the fuck was that? What was that?
all these years of shitting on Nintendo games and kitty this and blah 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 that, and you turn around and try to make a family console. What that trash. So I thought that was funny.
We'll talk about the movie. I don't know. I guess people don't want to tune in for the Mario Galaxy movie discussion. It was like the lowest viewers we've had in a while.
I should have left.
They don't want to be spoiled. They work about spoilers.
I can go if that's the problem.
I mean,
they said there was only enough room for one black man on here.
I do want to talk about
he got seniority. Fuck.
Before we get into the movie, I think Mohammed posted that the head of Amazon wants to redo the Mass Effect show that was written to make it more appealing to non-gamers. It's like, did you not learn anything from Fallout? Like, what does that mean? You want to make it more appealing to non-gamers? Like, what does that even mean?
First of all, why? What does that mean and why?
Just make it appealing as a show.
I don't understand.
Like, just make a
Do
good
you know
show.
how many fucking people play video games now? Like, non-appealing to like. Most of your audience is going to be somewhat adjacent to video games.
But why does
so
I mean a Mass Effect game or show? Why would it even be for game like?
Why would it not be for everybody?
It's just it should be just a really good sci-fi show based on the characters and the storyline.
Exactly.
I don't even know what does that even mean. Did they write something that
I actually legit have? I can't even comprehend it to what point.
Because the show, one of the most appealing things about the game is that it was very cinematic. It was like playing fucking Star Wars or some shit. So you're already there. You don't need to talk about separating the game from the
So I wonder what they have written that made the person even say like, yeah, this isn't going to appeal to non-gamers. Like, did they mean non-fans of the show? Or I mean the game? Like,
I mean, I guess that
because I never played a Fallout game, and the show's great. I don't need to know anything about Fallout to like the show. Like, I don't need to know anything about League of Legends to like Arcane. And The Last of Us. I mean, you didn't need to play the game to get the same story from the game in a show. Like, it's just weird. Just like, you know.
That's why it would make more sense if they said non-fans, which I don't, still wouldn't agree. But if you said non-fans, I can more understand what you're talking about. But when you say non-gamers. Unless they just, it's a person, a higher up, they don't know what they're talking. They're just like, the non people that play the game,
Like, don't do a Halo, show. Don't do something like that where you're just gonna, for whatever reason, go against and not even really try to make the show like the game where you're. I don't know. I didn't watch a single second of it.
That wasn't really Halo's problem. The problem with Halo. First, as it wasn't the video game. I mean, there was still a pretty good amount of video game stuff in there. yeah, maybe it was too bogged down by the lore, but the main issue was Master Chief. He was the main problem. You can't take his fucking helmet off in the first 5 minutes of the show. One of the things about him is how mysterious he is, and then they gave us Master Cheeks. They had him in the shower, fucking some alien shit, and it's like, what is going on?
Wasn't the Warthog just like
not
a
Halo?
Wasn't the Warthog just like a side by side, like
Master Cheeks, man.
like
Master
a
Cheeks.
like a buggy, like you could just like
Yeah, it was stuff like that hurt this. Like that's not a fucking warthog. We know what a warthog is. The people tuning into this show are gonna be Halo fans. Sorry, I mean that's just it. Then you can get more people in if you want to do that, later. But you got to get the fucking Halo fans or whatever the game fans first.
Yeah.
So
you're making a Halo if not, just make something else.
Right, just do something else. Call the shit Phalo. I don't know. Call it something else.
Here'd be how to ruin the Mass Effect show is to not use the characters from the games and not use the storyline from the games and just we're gonna pull a Resident Evil. We're just gonna make we'll call it Mass Effect, but it's really just gonna be a generic sci-fi show with generic characters that apparently exist in the same world. Like that would be the mistake.
That's exactly what Halo was. That's the mistake.
Just I don't know, like, I think Fallout, that's the main character, isn't just a new character, but that world is set up to have a bunch of bunkers. I don't know if that's what they're called. Fallout shelters. And, this is just a general concept of the Fallout. Each bunker, they're run by different people and they had different plans for the bunker, so that makes sense. You could make a new character. It's not like calling a show like Avengers and then not having any of the main superheroes. Like you can have a Fallout show and not have a main character from one of the games. But I think Mass Effect, you got to have the characters. It's like adapting a book. You have to have the characters in the storyline from Mass Effect. Otherwise, why?
Because the characters are so big for Mass Effect, so it's like
I hear about them all the time. I watch a reaction video like, "Oh, that reminds me of so and so from Mass Effect." Or a lot of people played Mass Effect. I probably should play it someday, but
you got to play Mass Effect.
And Amazon has a pretty good track record. Obviously, they missed with.
Well, you guys saw. We've never talked about. Did you see
Rings of
God
Power?
of War? The God of War live action.
No.
Did you see the photo? Have you not seen that photo?
I may have and not. I don't know if I thought it was real or not. Is it bad?
Ooh.
I think I seen it then, and I didn't believe it. I think I seen one. I was like, that can't be real. That can't be it. So I'm gonna take the Mario Galaxy out of the title.
That's the best actor they could find.
And see if more people come in.
To play Kratos.
Wow, that's crazy.
What are we sitting on? 5 people?
I saw
like,
5
now
a
it's
minute
up to
ago.
7.
One of those is probably.
Come on, guys. We're not.
I think people are worried about spoilers.
Oh, the God of War thing.
Did you see this?
Oh, I thought that was fake.
No, that's real. That's what it is.
I thought it was fake. That's how bad it is. He thought it was fake.
It looks like they just comped some stuff. That doesn't really look like a real tree or anything.
I don't know. I think that was.
I don't know if that's, but this
the
is
rock. Everything looks fake in this.
Yeah.
I think they just took the actors and posed them.
Yeah, but look at the actors, bro.
Yeah,
look at the face, man.
He looks a little. I mean, he looks kind of like Kratos, but the son, I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, like he technically looks like Kratos. He's painted it, but I don't know. The son looks off. I
think
he looks a little stumped.
To me, it just looks.
Anything bad about the kid.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, he looks a little. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, which is. I
don't like where this is going, guys.
But Kratos, I mean,
they're not even lit. They're not even fully lit the same. So I don't.
He got a struggle beard. I don't know.
Yeah.
He got a struggle beard.
I think this whole photo is composition. I think the whole thing's fake, personally. But it might be the actual actors in their costumes.
This is shared by Amazon officially.
I know. I'm saying, but they're just They took
like,
these
you don't need to
poses and they
actually
just
kind of
put it
force.
in a fake environment just to give you an
So that's
idea.
so they decided to show us this, especially Kratos pose. He like about to take a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're probably on a green
Like-
screen,
like,
or they're
if you
probably.
gonna-
I
you gonna
see
put-
this coming, bro.
I'm saying if you're gonna comp a shot, when you do better than this looks bad, bro. It's like that don't look good. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I don't know. I see this and I'm just like, man, I don't know. That's just this.
Yeah, he
Kratos
just
look like
looks
he
a
on the
little
toilet,
too. Yeah, he doesn't look. It should have made him a little older, I think. Unless this is like early on, and then later the actual main kid's gonna be older because he just looks too young. But anyway,
I don't
that's
know, man.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
And you look a little.
You said the
stumpy,
Kratos
right?
actor mocked it, or the actual.
That's stumpy.
I hate to say it.
That's
But
stumpy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't want to say that about the kid. There's nothing wrong with the kid at all.
I don't
But
know,
for-
bro. With it, Stumpy's wild, bro.
but to play who he's playing, he don't fit that kid.
No,
you know
yeah,
what
he
I'm
should.
saying? Like,
I know he just doesn't look old enough as far for me. Like
if people could talk shit about Homegirl and Last of Us, I
My-
can say your boy don't look right for this role. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Well, you know what? I just looked him up. The kid, Callum Vincent. This dude looks very young. How old is he, man? I mean,
Rough.
he looks way
Ancient.
younger than I feel like a
Bag
Trace.
of bones worthy.
Terrell, how's that season 2 of One Piece treating you?
It's better. I'll say that. It's
I see there's some.
I need
there's-
you. I gotta understand. My fandom of it's a little bit different than like other people. I think objectively, overall, it's better. I still have my problems.
Looks like there's at least one little fan service kind of moment that people keep sharing. That I keep seeing.
Oh, that shot of Nami in the bikini.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in the back goes, "This
Fan
live action is trash." That scene comes up. Maybe
Oh,
I
wait a minute.
judged too harshly.
Damn.
It's such a
That's the only
quick-
thing I've seen from that show.
Yeah.
From what I've been told, a lot of non-fans have really enjoyed it. For me, it's an okay adaptation, but I'll say this:
Kind of like the
the
last
first
Airbender.
season-
Sorry.
It depends if you like the first season. If you like the first season, my biggest issue with the first season, you could tell they were running out of money towards the end of that season. Like there were just sets that you could see the edge of and be like, oh, well, there goes the budget. That's definitely green screen back there.
Well,
And
I'd
towards
rather
the-
have that
and
than like
What?
spend $1 billion.
Starbucks coffee cups.
Spend $1 billion and have something look beautiful and just be just absolutely vapid, like trash, like just boring and
How about Rings of Power?
yeah, like
Is that-
it
Rings
looks
of Power,
beautiful,
bro.
but it's just like
Robert nailed that. He was so quick
Oh.
with it.
That was a show that I only saw a few episodes, and I'm just, man, like I can't name a single character. I'm pretty
I
bored.
pieced out at the.
I
four,
made it through the
think.
first season just because I was watching
it was that bad,
the AI
Yeah, that shit
deepfakes
was
making
boring
fun of
as
it. The
fuck.
Gandalf react shit. It was funny, but I couldn't do season 2. But I saw the Last Airbender season 2. I'm not. The first season had its moments, but so for those, I think Charles the only one, or I don't know if T has seen the original animated series, but the first season, the first book's called Water, and it's all about Aang learning waterbending. And in the first season of the live action Netflix adaptation, they forgot about the waterbending part. He never learned or did waterbending once. The entire season that's called Water. And it's like, so season 2 is called Earth. He learns Earth. Are they going to have him do earthbending? I mean, come on. Like, it's so stupid. It's like, it just tells you that even though they said, oh, we're adapting the Last Airbender. Don't worry, we're adapting the Last Airbender. No, you're not. You're trying to make a successful show. You're taking what you can from the source material. You're adding stuff that wasn't even in any of the show. You're taking season 2 stuff, throwing it into season 1 for no reason. And then you're cutting important stuff like Aang learning waterbending, which was the whole point of the first season. But anyway, that was a little tangent. We'll get into the Mario movie. I don't know, man. It's like, I kind of thought we could just discuss it freely, but maybe because like, if you haven't seen the movie,
You had to kind of warn people.
I mean, go see the movie. But before we get into that, I gotta ask Ms. T, what do you know about this? Super Mario Brothers.
I saw you share that.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
on it.
one of the best 3D movies for 3D, not because it has, oh my god, the most amazing shit stands out. It's got great depth, but and CG movies in general are just really good for 3D because they spend a lot of effort shading these characters, and the fact like Mario looks actually round, and it's just it just took the movie to the next level for me. And so I watched this.
You convinced me.
I watched the Mario Brothers movie twice since the last podcast. I watched it on Wednesday after I watched the Galaxy movie. I started watching it Tuesday night at like 10 o'clock, and I just, within 10 minutes, I was falling asleep just because it was late. So I watched the Galaxy movie, then I came home, did some, I was working on something, and then I watched the Mario Brothers movie for the first time in a couple years. It was my third time, and I liked it a lot more than any of the other two times I saw it. And then I was like, man, the Galaxy movie in 3D was really good. I really liked it. And I wonder if was Mario Brothers ever in 3D? And I look, and in Germany, only place they manufactured last year in April, a year ago, this company called Turbine just got the rights, produced a 4K, a Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray version of the Mario movie. It's got English Dolby Atmos and German Dolby Atmos. It's got a reversible cover that has the English title, but I like this box art actually because it's unique.
That is a very cool box art. That's a lot better than the one I feel like we have.
What's the other one? What's the other side of it?
It's the standard.
Hey, okay.
So it's got Super Brothers movie. This is called La Super or something. Let's see. I can't see what that first. Super Mario Brothers film.
The Super Mario Brothers film.
But the back part of it's in German on both ones, so it's weird. And then it has this amazing disc.
Super Mario Film Scheiße.
It's got way better disc than the 4K.
Wow.
It's got like this awesome Mario Kart. Let me get it to focus.
That is very cool.
Bro.
That's a great disc art.
That looks nice.
Not all the time you get good disc art.
I want to say the 4K disc is like the lamest looking. It's like just a solid color.
What's the Mario Galaxy did actually the Mario?
Look at it, it's great.
So yeah, this is a recommend for 3D owners of 3D TVs, 3D projectors. Rob.
Well, question: would you say it's the definitive watching experience? The 3D
I think so. I just wish they had 4K 3D at this point, but no one bought 3D, so they weren't going to invest in 4K. There's some times where the backgrounds.
Is there really no like 4K?
Well, there is in theaters. Like Avatar was. Yeah. Fire and Ash was 4K 3D, but.
Crazy.
You can tell like the resolution's a little lower in the backgrounds because it has to. Technically, it should be two 1080p images, but to fit everything on the disc, maybe they compress. But it has the same audio track as the 4K, and usually 3D have a lesser version, audio for space reasons, to get it all on the disc. So I paid $57 with shipping and tax. It's a bit pricey, but it is a unique. It's limited supply, and I almost thought about buying a second one just to keep it sealed. Be honest, I might. I've been buying other 3D movies. I got the Guardians 1 and 2. I got Doctor Strange. I got Thor Ragnarok, and I have Endgame and Infinity War coming. So, and they're all what do you call it? Post 3D. It's all
processing.
Post processing.
They do it after the fact. They didn't film it in 3D, and sometimes the directors aren't even involved. I think some movies, which one the director was involved. The results are amazing. So, so I watched it twice in like 3-4 day period, plus the Galaxy movie, and I've come around now that I'm over. It still bugs me every time the licensed music plays. Like, it just angers me still. And I was reminded of just how much I hate Cranky Kong's voice actor. Like, he's so not right for that role. He's just terrible for that role. Like, I don't remember. It's not getting any better. The 4th, 5th time I've seen it now, it's not any better. And so that was my past week. And I will say, the first 20 minutes definitely is slower paced. But after that, the Mushroom Kingdom, as soon as he comes out of the pipe, it's just full speed ahead. there's no pause. It's just nonstop, which is a complaint that people have of the new movie. But at least the new movie, that pace happens. You're in the Mushroom Kingdom, or in the Mario universe the whole time, basically. I feel like that makes it feel spread out to me versus let's cram it all the Mario stuff in like 65 minutes of the movie. We got to get all that in 65 minutes because the first 25 minutes, we were in the real world. So
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn. Yes.
I still don't like that dog sequence either with the plumbing place. I hate that dog.
Really?
I hate how it looks.
It triggers them.
It's just that illumination, weird looking dog.
Illumination, Secret Life of Pets, sort of.
Just like, it does look like that. It does look.
I hate that whole sequence. It just bugs me. But either way, I like the movie more than I did before. I never hated it like Retro said. But if you don't love it, you hate it. That's I did find out.
That's how it works around here.
There was a fan project called the Tyler Cut, because the musical director's name is something Tyler.
Yeah, the composers. Yeah.
Oh, because the music changes.
And apparently, it's hard to no one wants to post it. It sounds like there might have been somebody did the edit and put all the tracks back in and properly. So I asked my buddy who he gets all his stuff from some European pirate. He's got a VPN and everything. He pays for access to this server so he can get all these movies.
So he pays for access to illegally get stuff.
Yeah.
That's a little backwards, man.
Plus the VPN, which he might have anyway.
It's diabolical.
He's very busy. He works like 13 hours a day. His job's ridiculous. I asked him to look for the Tyler Cut on one of those places because I'm just curious if it actually exists, a finished cut in good quality that somebody actually released. I'd be curious to find out. If it was, I would be like, I gotta watch it, even though it's not.
Yeah, I mean that seems like you would think, man. We know he had made scores for like the Donkey Kong part of stuff, so it's like. So I feel like they probably did at some point.
Well, the Donkey Kong one, you can watch the clip and it's amazing. Like to me, it fits so perfectly. I thought the original composer Donkey Kong was involved in that part too, or at least he's the one I saw first talk about it, like in a tweet, that it was disappointing. But anyway, I feel like
we do this. Are we gonna spoil it?
Let's just give first thoughts. Let's go first, and then if people don't want spoilers, we can let them go into the spoilers. So
all right, so no spoilers.
Put up a little flag. You say, hey.
Yeah, I gotta
That's not the right flag. Go get a different one.
I just need something that says spoiler alert, and I could share my screen. I need just a photo that says spoiler. Let me see if I can find one.
I mean, that actually.
If you could, realistically, like the people that are watching live, they're not gonna. Is for more afterwards. If you wanted to just, if you type in your description, put chapters and just put spoilers.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Spoiler Alert. I was just looking for somebody text.
There is, but we don't talk about that movie.
Never heard of it.
So all right, so we start off with just general opinions then, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like non-spoiler opinions.
So non-spoiler opinions.
Yep. Non-spoiler opinions, and then we'll go into spoiler talk.
I loved it, man. It was one of the. I went to the midnight showing, which I can't believe they even had a midnight showing because that's the first midnight showing since pre-COVID. That's not even a joke. Like literally, no Way Home. No one has done midnight showings, but for some reason they're like, Mario Galaxy movie, we do a midnight showing. It's like, okay, very random, but I absolutely have to go. And it was packed, man. It was Adobe Cinema, and it was sold out, and it was full of all I guess Nintendo fans, because when I mean literally everyone was adults, other than I counted like 2 kids out of this whole
at a midnight you have to have adult with a kid too.
All adults.
Well, they probably had school the next day. That's the reason why I couldn't be kids.
Come on. When I was in school, I would still go to the Mario movie.
Yeah, well, you're spoiled.
Yeah, you are.
I absolutely would, man.
You came from a privileged household.
Depends on how old.
But regardless, what I'm saying is that it was a packed full of people that enjoyed the games, and people. It was one of those almost Marvel type ones where people were clapping and enjoying shit. I mean, it made me laugh, that type of stuff. But it was such a great theater experience. I loved it, and the movie itself, fantastic, man. Like I do like it better than the first one, strictly because it's a Super Mario movie from the second it starts to the second it ends. There's no origin story, just hey, we're doing Mario stuff right from the beginning, and that alone was already a big plus over that. Which at the end of the day, I thought the first one was really damn great. I would give it the bump up. So like for me, it's like 8.5 is the original Mario movie, 9 is Mario Galaxy movie. So it's like not so crazy far, but they're like that for me.
Well, I'll say I saw it in 3D at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Called in sick. I didn't feel too good in the morning, and I wasn't planning on going. I was just like, I had sore throat, headache, and I said, I ate something, drank some stuff. I took some Tylenol or whatever, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna feel crappy, I might as well go to the movie. So I go. I think there was 7 other people in there, and the 3D is like $13.95, I think, because of the 3D was like $3.50 more. It's normally $10.50 for a matinee, and so at first, my first impression was, oh, this is just gonna be. And I did listen to some reviews, and I watched Kit and Christo talk about all the reviews. So I was like, oh no. I said, I don't care. I'm gonna go anyway. And it was the first sequence was Rosalina, and then it jumped to Mario and Luigi on the motorcycles, and I'm like, oh, it's just, people are right. It's just gonna be a bunch of just random scenes put together that just gonna be make up a story. And I'm like, okay. And then like right after that second scene, there's a quick montage, which I actually liked, and it used licensed music, even though you told me, Robert.
Yeah.
It's the only time they used licensed music in the whole
Only
movie,
time.
and it fit perfectly with the scene. And it wasn't like it was just the beat and the iconic
Yeah, it was
like,
only the
intro.
It wasn't that long anyway.
It was
No.
literally like 20, 30
And it
seconds.
fit.
Yeah, literally.
But I was like, okay, we've had a montage.
You gotta laugh at him.
And then like
Pretty surprising with the choice.
yeah.
Uh,
And then like
He was like,
maybe
oh,
2
we're
scenes
cultured.
later, there's a montage of them like Luigi and Mario taking care of some issues, which I thought was cool,
That was
like
an
the
awesome
premise.
one.
But I'm like-
appreciated that.
I was like-
appreciated that a lot.
that was some video game shit right there. That
Yeah.
was-
But
And I was
liked it
like,
a lot.
oh, no.
I liked it a lot.
Oh no! And then after that, the movie everything just felt like the story, all the scenes went together well. I didn't feel that anymore. I was just like totally into the movie. I'm laughing. Minnie Bowser's just killing me. He's so funny. It's just the voice, but also what he's saying. Like it's just funny dialogue.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was just like waiting for it to like go back to the bad stuff, and like, oh, it's so fast paced. I did not feel that whatsoever. So many people have said it.
Yeah.
It has to be true on some level. I wasn't like, oh my god, they're just skipping everything, just skipping through everything. No, I was just like, oh, that's awesome. The action sequences, amazing. Some of the best like fight choreography in an animated movie I think
I
I've
was
ever
gonna use
seen.
that same word. I was gonna use that same phrase. Exactly.
Amazing. The action and fight choreography was some of the like the best I've ever seen in an animated film.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I was just like, wow, like this is really good. I'm laughing and I'm enjoying it. And then at the end, I thought I had an issue with something at the end we'll talk about, or the lack of something. And then I was just like sitting there in the theater, like, wow, that was really good. Like I really liked that. I would say it was a good amount better than the first film. And then I watched the first movie over, and I'd probably bump it up to like a 7.5, 7.8 or something the first movie, and then the Galaxy movie I'd put like an 8.8 to 9 depending. I'd have to see it again, but at this point
I can't believe me and you said like the same.
it's
That
right
was
there.
awesome.
And I'm like, I do not understand what everybody was saying. Even Jeremy Johns, like the same thing he said
Yeah,
about the first.
I saw his review.
It's just a bunch of montage Mario things put together in a movie.
I can't like.
And I was
literally,
like-
I don't agree with that. Yeah, I
I
don't
can't
agree
even
with
comprehend that part.
It-
I
there's-
can't.
it
I
wasn't-
watched one review. Maybe that served me well.
It wasn't
no, you did.
disjointed. It wasn't.
absolutely
It didn't feel like
Absolutely.
scenes didn't feel like completely out of place, like people were saying. Like I just really liked it. So that was my experience. Go see it in 3D if you got one near you.
There was only one thing that I was sitting there like, oh, when is it gonna happen? and that was
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo's fault.
Yep.
That was Nintendo's fault.
Yep.
I was
If it
too.
wasn't for that, man, I would have been like completely blown away by this entire film.
Mhm.
I loved it. Again, I think Nintendo. I think I know why. Because the minute it would have happened, it would have got spoiled by other people and shit. So they just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna put it out there," and it's Star Fox. This is not a spoiler because Nintendo, quote unquote, spoiled it. But from the reveal of him, I wished I wouldn't have known going in.
Me too.
I think by the time I watched it on Friday, somebody would have spoiled it somewhere, so I would have screwed out of it anyway.
Mhm.
The only way to not be screwed out of it is to have seen it on, the midnight release, or maybe that day you could have gotten through. But that would have been, I would have been screaming like a 8-year-old kid if I saw it in the theater. What? But yeah, same thing what you said about the choreography. Some of the best I've ever seen in a animated film. Like I can't believe we're talking about fight choreography about a fucking Mario movie.
Like Kung Fu Panda has some really good stuff too. Like
yeah.
This was...
I'm not as big a fan of Kung Fu Panda as I am of Mario. That's probably why I don't hold it to the same regard. But like even my daughter surprised me with what you just said, Juice, because she don't really talk about that kind of stuff. But she leaned over as we were watching the movie. She's like, "Man, the animation is really good in this," and I was like, "What? That's not something I would expect to hear from her." And it was fantastic to watch. It was beautiful to look at.
And then to find out the budget was only 110 million. Like,
yeah, I'm like, again, Nintendo, even in movies, they find a way to make the budget like ridiculously low, and it's just like, how do they pull this off when nobody else seems to be able to do it?
maybe they get a deal because of their partnership with the Universal for them.
Could
But
be.
I mean,
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
I figured they have 110 million just in the cast.
my boy Fox,
Right? Yeah.
my boy Fox. They did Fox so good. He's getting a movie, and yeah, he's definitely getting a game. I mean, that's just.
Oh, absolutely. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
do you know
definitely
what the
happening.
true? You know what the true spoiler is? Not the fact that he's in the movie.
Mhm.
How long he is or isn't in the movie. I think
Yes.
that's the
Yes.
spoiler.
I thought
And
his
the fact that
introduction was.
They don't give you a whole lot, like about like the Star Fox team.
He
You
gives
get a
you
little
enough.
What
taste,
they give it
enough.
looks
right? Which
amazing.
I was fine with. And I was
Holy
like,
crap.
oh, so they are definitely setting some shit up here. They didn't want to give too much away because they're definitely doing some Star Fox stuff.
But how
So
beautiful was that like anime art style?
That's
that
what
they
I
did?
think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a show,
Actually,
personally.
I think that's something that I wanted to talk about in general. This movie has a good chunk of like multiple art styles that happen in different sections, of like the puppet show stuff.
The puppet stuff.
Yes.
Show stuff.
That was
I
real.
was like, yo,
I didn't really realize that was
this
different.
Is nice.
Yeah.
That was a different art style. I guess I wasn't.
You
paying-
can kind of
oh,
tell.
yeah.
Like puppets.
Yeah, you can tell. It feels like, I don't know if you call it's like
Like-
stop motion. It's
yeah,
like
how are they rendering this shit together? I'm blown away. Like in the same
'cause
thing.
it looks like a realistic puppet.
Yeah.
but animated, and it's a very weird mix. It works very well.
Yeah, it did work really well.
I think that's something the movie need gives a lot. There's a couple of just different art styles that I just absolutely appreciate. Obviously, you got your 2D Mario references. That's fine.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The section at the end is fucking phenomenal.
That
with,
was very fun.
So good, bro.
I'm not
so
gonna spoil,
good.
but yeah, it's so good.
T, what would you give a
Again, score. I'm right with Robert. I'm like Mario, the Super Mario Brothers movie, 8.5. Mario Galaxy is a 9. Like it's great, man. And I think, because I think especially us, we're in tune with Mario, so we know a lot of this stuff. I was trying to like think about it from a person who doesn't know all this shit about Mario.
Yeah.
Like when they start throwing you these references and stuff, would I be like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what's going on here? Maybe I would. I don't know. But because there was a lot of stuff.
Just
that
like
I'm
a bunch of
man,
random weird characters and like.
random weird characters and weird situations. And I'm like, oh, this totally works for
Right.
me. But if you don't know shit about Mario Galaxy or even Super Mario Odyssey and shit, like I was hoping they did more with Tostarena and shit, but it was just like the reveal for.
That was I gotta say, I think as much as I didn't want to like discredit the trailers, but like the trailers actually did a pretty good job at not showing a lot. To be honest.
Yeah, it did. Yes.
It really did show
I
just
thought-
the first 15 minutes.
I
Like,
thought they
literally.
I
Yeah.
thought they kind of diminished the funniest parts of the movie with the Bowser stuff, but that
I was gonna say that was gonna be my critique. I said if you were someone who went into this movie and didn't watch any trailers, you were probably blown away.
yeah.
This
That
movie
would-
probably
yeah.
turned into an 11 out of 10 for you if you did not see any trailers. If you watched the majority of the trailers, it kind of hurts you if you
And
watched like. So if you didn't,
I
that's
didn't.
what it would. No, listen. I don't want to. I'm not discrediting the film for it because I still think the moments are great
Yeah.
without it. And even if you
Yeah,
did
I
watch all
agree.
the trailers, even if you did watch all the trailers, there are certain points in this movie I was like, oh shit, because there's some really nice references.
There's some really crazy.
The
Some
ending,
really
the
nice
fact that the end of the film was mostly not touched by trailers, I was like,
Yeah.
ooh,
They did a
okay,
good
Yeah.
job by that.
okay, there's some
Nothing.
nice stuff in there. There's some really nice stuff in there.
And that ending, again, no spoilers, but that ending felt grand and it felt like an awesome final battle sort of thing. Like it genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is cool.
And I'll say this about T's argument about the references, whether or not people would get them or not, or if it would be confusing for non-Mario fans.
Mhm.
I look at it as I would look at fans who like watch a Pokemon film, for example. You're not gonna know everybody, but some generation's gonna recognize something.
But you also have to accept that there's
from
just
every
going to be
generation of Mario fan.
somebody just have to accept there's going to be random creatures in this world. I watched Detective Pikachu without being a Pokemon fan, and
True.
I see some random. I'm just going to assume that's a Pokemon that people know. Like I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
also, I think a lot of critics and people that say it's a lot of references that throw out in your way. I think a lot of these people are wrong and they don't actually play the games enough to say that. Just because I'm saying like the Gateway Galaxy was not the Gateway Galaxy. Honey Hive Galaxy was
No.
not Honey Hive Galaxy. People, if you say that, people are like, oh well, they went to this place that they went to in the game. Like,
No.
it was designed incredibly different. It wasn't actually
It's
like
just by the
Honey-
name,
It was
yeah,
their
it's just
own
the name.
interpretation
Very
of Gateway Galaxy. Gateway Galaxy isn't a hub in Mario Galaxy.
No.
It's where you first meet Rosalina, and that's it. And it's where you
Mhm.
get the red thing. That
But
has
here's
nothing to do with anything.
Right, but that's one of those things that's like, all right, we have to make a movie. And so
Yeah.
they did
No,
that, and I
absolutely,
thought they
but I
did a
think-
really good job with that because a lot of times
I agree.
fans would complain, like the game fans would be like, that's bullshit. Well, that's not Gateway
Yeah.
Galaxy. Why does it look like that? But I think it worked really well, serving like non-fans and fans alike.
I thought it was
they
a
did
cool-
My
really good
thing,
job
my
with
thing,
that.
I think there are people that are critiquing this movie that think that was in the game and saying
Right.
like, oh, these are things
Yeah.
in the game, and they keep throwing references out. I'm like,
We call those people
those
frauds.
are actually unique. Those are actually unique things that are made.
They
for
used it
movies.
as like a space hub, basically. The Gateway
Exactly,
Galaxy.
which is not in the game. That doesn't exist.
I thought that was a cool
like,
way
it looks
to
cool.
to change to make it.
Like the library on what's oh my god, I can't even think.
the Common Observatory, the
The
library?
Common Observatory, yeah, like that was different. I mean, she didn't have like a house, you
Yeah,
know.
it wasn't
But
like a
you need
house.
that
It wasn't like a house.
for the movie, right? You need that for the movie for it to work better. Like that works fine for a game. The way they had it set up.
And that one was actually close enough where it's still like
Yeah, it's
comfortable.
still close
Yeah.
enough, right? Like the observatory itself looked really close to the
It's
one in
just-
the game.
To me, it's like oh, they're like, oh, what about the you got the T-Rex from Odyssey and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but that area was not. What was it Cascade? What do you call
Yeah,
it?
that wasn't.
That wasn't that or whatever.
No. And people, why was the Mario Odyssey? That wasn't in Galaxy, but the Sand Kingdom was in the first movie. You saw it,
That's what I keep saying that to people, and no one remembers. I said it was on the map.
It was.
and they
It was
walk
on the
by it
map.
during the montage where they're
And they
traveling.
walked by during the montage. Yep.
So that's
Yeah,
just part
it
of
was
the
literally-
that's just part of the planet that the Mushroom Kingdom's on. It's not.
Exactly, but people think, oh, they're just trying to give references for people. I'm like, bro, that was already established in the first
Right.
film if you paid attention. I'm
So
just being honest.
let's get Terrell's. I don't think you gave your opinion.
Oh,
and
I didn't
score.
give like the full thing. Well, I've given a little bit of tidbits of mine throughout the thing. For me, I went through that experience. I didn't really have a negative, so I watched some of the reviews before going into the movie. So watching the movie, I was like, well, I don't really have a problem with anything that's happening. I think the only issue I had was that there are certain scenes that happened that I wish were longer. Like my biggest critique of the film, I just wanted you to be like a good 30 minutes longer. That's all I needed from you. Because I felt like there were sequences I wanted more out of. I think there's a cute one with Mario and Peach in the latter half of the film. I won't spoil it. that kind of just stops at the part where it starts, and I'm like, damn it, give me like another like minute or two to like really enjoy the moment. I think the movie handles its pacing incredibly well, but I think the first movie handled its pacing really well. Everything flows together pretty nicely for the most part. I don't really have any. I think that was my thing. I kind of came out of the film was like, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Like, and I couldn't. And I was like, do I give it a 10 out of 10 then? Because I feel like that's not like I feel like that's not right. I feel like I'm missing something, and the only thing I can realistically come up with is Rosalina's kind of underutilized, but that's
my one.
Yeah, we'll get into
but
that.
that's like
we'll get into that stuff.
that's like the but
But
that's
it's not like
unfortunately
detrimental, you know. It's
well,
just
it's one of those. If she's the one you're saving, I mean, I don't know how you could have fixed that in the context of the movie.
no, it's not. I don't mean like not seeing her more, but when we saw her, I was hoping for a little bit more for the story.
We'll get into
purposes.
this. We'll get into that stuff. I got a segment.
The big situation didn't hit home as hard as I wanted it to. I saw it coming. I saw that coming. Maybe that's why it didn't hit hard when it came.
Yeah.
But
we'll get into the specific stuff once Terrell finishes his thoughts.
I won't get too specific then. I'll just say, as an overall experience, if you can avoid it, don't go in here don't watch any trailers.
Yeah.
Just go into it blind.
Yeah. I will say, like, all that critique about, because Juice, you said you were looking for the pacing, blah blah blah. I had none of that going on. I didn't know anything about any of that being a critique. So I guess I probably ended up enjoying it a lot more because of that.
Actually, I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
It was like Batman versus Superman
would
for
enjoy
me.
it more if you didn't.
It's like when I heard all the shit about Batman versus Superman. I went and seen the movie, and I just kept waiting for the bad stuff they said was terrible to happen, and it never did. And it's the same thing here. All right, so let's get into spoilers.
I'll quickly say this. I originally gave it in the car when I reviewed it when I first finished the movie. I gave it like an 8. I think I'm hovering towards probably like an 8.5 now. So, point is, it's a good film. It's a good film.
Honestly, I gave it 8.8 just because I was thinking of maybe the potential. But if I just judge it on my enjoyment on my first viewing, it's over a 9. I'm trying to like leave room.
Over 9 is really surprising.
I think it would be over a 9 if I really just go by how much I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, I get that.
So it might be like a 9.2 or something. So anyway, I'm gonna put this on screen so people.
All right, so
can
spoilers
see.
now.
Yeah, I hate how that takes up the. It's
Spoiler
kind of
alert.
small. It's kind of small, but
yeah, it's tiny.
Anyway, so first thing, I want to get your guys's. T already said some things, but what's a critique that you 100% agree with? Like you've heard people say that you're like, yeah, that's genuine. I agree. So I'll start so I can take the easiest one. The first one is like Rosalina didn't do much after the opening sequence. Like she's in a cage. She didn't really have many conversations. She wasn't like trying to talk her way out of like, or talk to Bowser Jr. or convince him or anything. She was just kind of accepted it. Is basically how it felt to me. I don't know, but so I think Rosalina just was underutilized. She was hyped up. Brie Larson so excited, and she didn't have a whole lot. I think Fox McCloud has more dialogue than her in the movie. So,
absolutely.
Which is funny.
Even though she's captured, I would have liked some conversations with her, talking to her captives.
The problem is that Bowser Jr. spends a lot of that time in the beginning, like chasing them, and then in the second half, he's just talking to his dad a lot. Like he's just, it's a lot of Bowser and him time. So
could have had something.
Which I like that a lot, by the way. Those were some of my favorite scenes.
Oh no, there are good moments.
So we're on the criticisms. My critique
Okay.
is just that I thought Rosalina they could have used her more and better in a more fulfilling way.
I'll give you a critique. My critique is probably the switch over of Bowser going from being kind of good to just flip right back to evil. I wanted a little bit more before that transition happened, because the movie plays with it for a little bit where his son is like super aggressive and he's kind of like, I mean, we're kind of cool. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then I think at a certain point in the movie, when I think the army shows up and he sees how massive his army is, it kind of just switches and it kind of bums me out. I wish there was a little bit more for that. I think the movie actually gets pretty close to what I wanted them to do. I like the idea that he's not evil because he hates the Mario Brothers. He's evil for his son, for them to have that and maintain that connection. That was
very different. That was pretty cool, I thought.
I like that. I just wish there was like a little bit more. Give me a little bit more for that. That's all. That's
all right, for Robert T, I'm gonna reiterate a common critique that other people have said that you agree with, not just one.
That I agree with.
Yeah, one you've heard that you're like, yeah, that's solid. I can't argue that one. Like I said,
I mean, I haven't watched a ton of reviews.
Yeah, you would have to watch.
Can I give you? I'll give you some.
That's gonna be my problem.
I'll give you some common complaints. The movie just random scene after random scene just to get to the end.
I mean that one I definitely don't agree with personally.
There was there's no real story. There's no character development.
I find that funny because I feel like the character development was even stronger.
Mario gets
Rosalina, the fact that we find out they're sisters and stuff.
I could see that.
There's another one where they say Mario gets kind of demoted. I feel like that happened more in the first movie, personally. I
agree
because I know you said, but I actually feel like this movie is a little bit more of a Peach movie than the first one.
I've heard people complain about the 2D. I have multiple people say they didn't like the switch to 2D. Thought that was unnecessary.
That's insane. That was just fun.
I'm just trying to think of like ones I've heard multiple times.
The Peach movie one, I get more from the first film than the second film.
Really?
Yeah, that's same. I'm saying
because I thought Mario had a.
I'll tell you why. It's because Mario doesn't know anything, so a lot of it is like Mario being trained by like other people. But in the beginning, it's a lot of it's Peach, so they're not on equal footing. In this movie, they are on equal footing. They both can handle themselves in most situations, and hell, we get to see that towards the end of the film anyway. They're
both on their separate things. They join up.
Yeah. So I didn't. That's why I said the first movie, which is weird because this movie does have more Peach lore in it. So
that's how I feel. It's like, well, technically, the definition like character development, she has more in this one. You know?
Well, it's different. I think the character development thing's different because in the first movie it was mostly focused around Mario, whereas this movie tries to balance it out a little bit better. Except it's the whole relationship thing from Mario's side and Peach understanding her like history on her side. So it's like two.
Bowser had some too, but obviously they did the switch.
Bowser Jr. had some, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
So let me, I guess
and Bowser to a lesser degree, yeah.
It wasn't said by a lot of people, but I do agree with the few people I heard say that Peach is just a little OP. I even thought it while I was watching the movie. I'm like, she's just too good and too invincible. Like, I don't know what else you could do.
You're saying she's a Mary Sue?
Not quite, but she's just so powerful. Like she can't.
You know what bothers me? It bothers me because of the post-credit scene. Because the post-credit scene,
I didn't see it.
Daisy. I
didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, they teased Daisy for the next film. And my thing is, if someone was gonna be like that, I would have expected it from Daisy, not
from
Peach.
Daisy. Yeah.
Because now I'm like, well, how are you characterizing Daisy if you got Peach?
Yeah, what's gonna be her thing now?
I mean, it was cool seeing all her stuff, but she's just
that one casino scene, which was a lot. I mean, it was a bunch of ninjas.
It's a lot.
That casino scene was.
It was cool, and I liked it. But I do agree that she
with the mega mushroom that she cracked me up so bad.
Funny though, yeah.
She was a little.
They were like, it was literally all the Super Mario Brothers 2 villains. Like they're just chilling. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, bro. Like my heart couldn't take it. King Wart sitting there. Like a big boss. Like
See, I didn't know who that was because I didn't play 2 very much.
Which one? Wart?
Wart, yeah. King Wart just sitting there right up.
Well, and
they took him out the way you take him out in the goddamn game. I was like, chef's kiss.
Well, I got a question for you about that specifically because the critique I heard was that they showed so much like Mario stuff that they could have saved for other movies. So Wart was like the example that kept going on.
No, I disagree with that. Wart is not that kind of villain. First of all, he's not. Technically he's not really a Mario villain. I mean, he was from Doki Doki Panic, and they made the game into Mario 2, which was great. I'm glad they did that. But like he is the penguin, so he basically was a penguin in this, and I like that. I think he was a good gangster side character. He's not, you don't save him to be the big bad. I don't think Wart is that. So I think he worked really well as what he was.
Yeah, and it's like,
I was just curious because I did hear.
oh, the other complaint, which I didn't think anybody would agree with, was that
From frauds.
it's just there's so many Easter eggs and so many references and cameos and stuff, and it's like,
I really don't get that, to be honest.
I actually afterwards,
most fans didn't even. Not everyone's even caught everything, so it's kind of
no,
hard
my
to say
thing is
that.
there's not even that much. It's just
again,
like,
it's not.
I don't think it's that much. Yeah.
Again, I always say
It depends on what they define as an Easter egg.
That's exactly.
it's just like, oh, it's the galaxy robots that clean up after you everywhere. Like,
Well, that's not an Easter egg.
That's
just
it's a cameo, something in the
I don't think it's an
background.
Easter egg. I think it's just a Mario character in a
If it's a
movie.
galaxy film, you expect galaxy characters.
An Easter egg is the little 2-1 symbol in the background that just represents or 1-2.
The Easter egg is Rob. Rob is the Easter egg.
Yeah.
No, Rob's not an Easter egg.
That's a cameo.
How is that not an Easter egg?
That's a cameo.
Still,
Yeah.
Fine.
Dude, an Easter egg is something that is not in front of you, talking
Right,
to
you
you
don't-
in your face.
right.
That's
Something in the background that-
Easter egg is
Well, then
something.
by that,
An Easter egg is hidden, right? That's what an Easter egg is. An
Mhm.
Easter egg is hidden, right? In Easter for Easter, and an Easter egg.
All right, yeah. You
Are the piantas? A pianta's the Easter egg? 'Cause
No, you know what's a genuine Easter egg? Did you guys see Samus's ship flying out?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
That was fucking awesome.
that was
That's
an Easter egg.
All in
Yeah.
the background, barely shown for a few frames.
I was
it
gonna
flies out.
predict Samus was gonna
Yeah.
fly in the movie at
No,
some
I feel like
point.
somebody said that.
Oh shit!
I feel like somebody said that. Was that you?
I think last week I was thinking
Okay.
if I
like
did.
that's no Harden says, and I didn't even know this. Doc Lewis and Lil Mac in Brooklyn run past by in the frame. I didn't even
See, I missed that. I missed that.
I saw
Yeah,
it,
the
like, later
Yoshi
on.
sequence. The
I didn't
Yoshi
even-
sequence.
Yeah, that's an
Oh.
Easter egg. But that,
That's an Easter.
That's an Easter egg. Yes.
That's an Easter.
Yeah.
but it's not. I didn't feel like this was Ready Player One, where the background was just filled with all this Easter egg
well,
shit.
also,
Yeah.
But my thing is it's a Mario again. Like,
That's
I
more
don't think
cameos than Easter
Mhm.
eggs.
it's a Mario movie that like in the end of the day you're gonna have Mario characters, Mario worlds, Mario music. People for some reason think all that it's just for nostalgia. I'm like, no. It's to make a Mario world as the
It's
movie.
part of Mario, right? It's part of the
That's-
world.
that
It
is-
has to be.
Well, that
It
was the
has to
next
be.
thing.
Or
Where,
else,
like-
or else you're gonna have a wedding scene with humans in Sonic 2. That's
Yeah.
it.
No.
Oh no! Don't
So,
do it. Don't
so
do
the
it.
next segment was gonna be.
Girl, do you know what I mean? It's like you have the awesome Sonic stuff, or do you want things that have nothing to do with Sonic, and that's the Sonic movie?
To
Like,
be
no.
fair,
Right. That's
the only
fair. I
To
think
be
that's true.
fair, I tolerate the wedding scene because it led into the gun reference, and I was like, oh, okay, that's from Sonic Adventure. You can get away with it. I mean,
Okay.
Sonic
All
Adventure
right.
2.
Okay,
I'll let it
here's
slide.
the
I'll let it
here's the
slide.
other common thing that people said.
What?
This movie and the first Mario movie don't have the same heart that the Sonic 1 movie has. Like the same amount
What
of
does that
heart.
mean?
What?
First
Sonic
off,
what?
Yeah.
okay, that's a crazy line.
I heard that
Disagree.
multiple
I
I
multiple
would highly
reviews.
disagree. If you
Yeah.
had said maybe Sonic, if you had said 2 or 3, I would have gave you a
Three
little
had
bit of
great,
art.
shadow.
3 has a great. 3 has a really good, and 2 has some moments, especially towards the end of it with Knuckles.
So any
But
Sonic movie, do you agree? Does Sonic movies have more
to
heart?
say it doesn't have as much heart as it.
I don't think I don't think this Galaxy movie was going for heart, really. I mean, other than Bowser.
Not
Well, I
really.
thought they were.
I'll say
Yeah.
that the first movie definitely is. The movie definitely has a lot.
I got a little teary when the Peach and the oh my god, I almost called her Palatina. Rosalina stuff, yeah.
Yeah, when they
Um,
did their power, that was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty touching. That was it got me. So
Well, I'll tell you what. I did see a review, right? For
literally touching.
I did see a review, and this is why I feel like
Get your
people that
hands off
critique
me.
it in that sort of way are people that say they played the games but don't actually play the games.
Mhm.
Like just I love the games, but like it just all things reference all the things coming at you, and then Rosalinda. I'm like, what?
Rosalinda, bruh.
And I'm like,
This
come
fake
on,
ass.
just say you don't play the games and you don't know what is the game and what is
Right.
what isn't a reference. What like, bro, there are new stuff in this thing
And
that
there-
I
you
think people are thinking is a reference. I really think that. I
Yeah.
think-
You don't have to get the reference at like in the casino area with all these villains and stuff. You don't have to get it to
doesn't
understand
matter.
they're in a shady
Mind
area.
you, that casino is
Right.
not a reference to anything really.
No, not the
Yeah, it's
reference,
like,
but there's a
oh,
lot of
no.
there's a lot of characters
It's-
you don't see because they're the villains.
Yeah, like ninjas.
They're the
Oh,
villain
God,
characters.
The
I'm like, but
ninjas
the
and
point
You don't have
is
to know the
Mauser.
games to
You just know
understand
they're
that.
henchmen. That's all that matters.
The new people,
Yeah.
the newer gamers. I mean, the older gamers really know what ninjas are. No, ninjas is more known from fucking Paper Mario Origami King.
Yeah, that's my
Super
point. You
Mario
understood it
2.
was a shady area. It was a shady place to be with a bunch of
all it
shady
is.
characters.
First of all, it's a casino, bitch. Of course, it's shady.
You know?
It's a casino with a gangster as oh my God, what's his name? Jabba the Hutt type character.
Yeah.
In it. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's
My thing, what is a genuine cameo is something like Mr. Game & Watch. When that happened, that's a cameo. And that's
bro.
I
Mr. Game
screamed.
Watch broke me. I screamed.
I screamed.
Mr. Game
like,
Watch.
He moved just like he moves in Smash.
Wait.
That
And
was
he did the
so
whole
good.
Smash stuff. Yeah, it was literally a fight in Smash.
Yes.
And
It was so good.
Okay, let's
I'll give them one other spoiler.
I jumped up out of my seat for Game & Watch, bro.
Did
I was
anyone
like,
forget when did anyone forget when they saw the dragon from Odyssey?
Yeah,
bro,
but
the dragon from
Yeah.
bro.
That caught me off guard. I was
Completely
like,
off guard.
whoa.
yeah.
I never saw that coming. And what a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
it was
end
nice.
It was
That
funny
was
'cause I was like,
beautiful.
well, it is Galaxy. They could have done like Gobblegut, which is one of the dragons where you have to hit the.
That's why I said I was
Yeah.
surprised. I was like, whoa, that's a.
Like I need to
Looks like
see
that's
the
something you
movie
always
again,
see.
obviously, because I had already forgot about that. So let's go to.
Really?
We already
I
kind of.
forgot about the final
Well,
battle.
just I forgot the dragon was it. Like,
Well, there is a lot. There's a lot that happens
Oh.
in that final
all right,
battle. There's a lot that happens.
let's talk about. I gave you a bunch of the complaints or critiques I've heard multiple times. Which one do you think is like the most inaccurate? Like, if you
I
can
think
remember.
it's the concept. Oh, they want to get somewhere. It's a reference. I think.
Yeah, the
that's
reference thing. I think that's super inaccurate.
I really believe a lot of people think they're references when they're not actually even references.
It's just like they had to fill the screen with characters, and they're gonna be Mario World characters from the Mario
Right.
universe.
You know what? I'll say this. This is what I think is blatant, like just pure. Like I think people think like if Fox came on screen and said, "Hey, I'm Fox," and walked away, that would be like, "Oh wow, that
Right.
Yeah.
That didn't
Or
happen.
they just ran into him at the fucking the spaceport and he just walked off, and that would have been it. Yeah,
You know what would be
that didn't
so-
happen.
If they were in a restaurant line and then they every single person that ordered was a different Smash Brothers character. It'd be like, oh my god, oh, no, that would I get
Yeah.
it. But every
Right.
single thing had a purpose as to something, or it was just in the Mario world. And you know, and I always compare it. I'm like, you know, what's one of the things that's truly like a genuine like fan service just because is the end of the Flash. When all the Superman come from the portals or whatever, and they just stand around
Yeah.
and they're not doing anything. And Flash, Ezra Miller's looking. No one's saying. They just got music in the background, and you have a CGI Christopher Reeve, not even a real Christopher Reeve, just looking like.
And it was
I'm like,
not good.
That is what you mean by point.
That's
of
fan
overall-
service.
Or you hire what's his name? The actor played Superman or Superman we never got. Superman
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. You hire Nicolas Cage and you CG the fuck out of him too. And it's just like, what are we doing here?
If they did something
And that
like
was the
that,
reference. Like if you didn't know about the story from
Kevin
Kevin
Smith
Smith and shit, you would have been like, what the fuck is this stupid spider shit? What is it? I don't get it. But that's a reference.
if they did that in the Mario movie where they just had random people on screen not saying anything and just look towards,
Right.
so we could all go, oh, then
Yeah.
okay.
I hope they're all doing the Superman pose. I hope they're all
Yeah.
doing Superman. I like how the default pop-in pose is the Superman
Wait,
pose.
I don't know if you saw this, bro, but that's what you do.
Yeah.
Movie, at the
Superman in
end,
the back, like, what the fuck? Like,
What I mean?
era of Superman come out and they go like this and they stare at the screen because they just want people to clap. That's all it
Right.
was. And it was one of the first times I was like, okay, that is too much. What is
Member berries.
This was dumb. The Mario movie. Rob has a funny joke in his thing. Mr. Game
Rob had me dying with that. Oh,
Yeah.
I was dying. And they
the only reason why, so that Rob joke I think is funny, but it kind of got
it's funny on
diminished.
two levels.
Because
Well,
it was
right.
slow.
Well, here's the problem. Here's my
Right.
problem. Here's my problem. It reminds me too much of the Zootopia joke at the.
It did kind of remind me of the Zootopia joke. I
at the
agree.
DMO, yeah, because
I
the
agree.
sloth with his flash, and he's
Yeah.
like,
But I think it's accurate for the Rob. Like
it's
the Rob is
accurate
slow.
for Rob.
it is
'Cause if you-
accurate.
if you own Rob the Robot, that shit was slow as shit.
But I don't
bro.
think people understood that. I think they just thought
Right,
they
they didn't
copied the
get
Zootopia just because they
Right.
thought that was funny. I was like, no, that's how Rob was.
That's how Rob the Robot was.
I think for people who didn't know any better, that's what I thought. I was like, damn, that reminds me of the Zootopia joke.
Yeah.
And I just
But
don't
I
think
remember sitting there waiting for Rob to fucking move the goddamn thing in Gyromite to make the game. That's a deep rep. That's a deep cut right there. Gyromite. The youngsters like, what the fuck is a Gyromite? Yeah, to make Gyromite the little like I guess the little door thing slide because he had to take the little discs and drop the shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm just gonna press the button. This shit is taking too long. But yeah, that was a very cool. That was a reference.
Yeah.
That worked as also on a different level as a joke.
I thought it was
that's
funny.
What you got to do.
In the movie that worked within the movie.
Right, it worked within the movie as a funny ass joke.
They went and Rob was just in there, and you just said, "Oh my God, it's Rob." You're like, "Yo, it's Rob," and he just stood there and looked around. Again, that would be like, all right.
That would have been a waste.
I wonder if whoever was, obviously they probably seen Zootopia, but you don't know. It's just too good of a joke to oh well, that's copies. That's kind of similar to Zootopia, or you're just like, well, it's too good of a joke not to have. We got Rob in there. We're gonna make the joke about him being slow.
I think the only thing that made it funnier that made it funny in a different way was the fact that they had Peach and Mario go through the same joke.
Yeah.
They're like, it happened with Peach, and Peach was like, "Fuck!" And then like a second ago, you turn the corner, and Mario's like, "Fuck!" And I'm like, oh, for me, it was a little bit adorable that It was adorable. They both had the same reaction to the same annoyance.
It's so like, good. I'm gonna laugh at that shit every time I see it because I get the reference for one. It just works. I'm gonna laugh again when I see it again because it's just funny as shit.
And talking about like with Peach and Mario, I think it was very funny and nice how they try to make them sort of like they like each other and like how Mario is like such a failed like he's got no riz.
No riz whatsoever.
But bro, my boy, man, listen.
But why did
my boy Luigi in the back was
trying to help him out and shit.
The scene in the house when it's like him, Yoshi, and Luigi in the house, and Luigi and Yoshi are just like, you need to ask her out, bro. I don't know what you're doing. But this ain't it.
Okay,
I'm gonna need you to lock
here's a critique because that kind of, but it almost feels like not a critique. So I'm gonna give this as a critique. Yoshi's introduction, right? Like you would have maybe wanted it to be bigger, but in the pace of the movie, I was fine with it. It didn't like really bother me at all.
He's a dinosaur. He's like a dog. He's gonna a stray dog. If you go to a stray dog or go to stray cat, they're gonna follow you. That's just how it is.
I want to talk about Yoshi a little bit. I got to get the thing I disagree with, not because it can't be true at all, but the fact that almost every single review, even people who generally say, "Oh, I had fun. It's just for kids." It's a kids movie, but I had fun. Like I get so annoyed by it. It's a kids movie.
I get that.
It's for all ages, just like Nintendo games. So the number one thing that people keep saying is that this movie is just from a roller coaster ride, which is usually said as a positive. From the start, from the first scene, there's just no stopping. It's just super fast paced, very light on story, and that's like the big negative. So I'm gonna hold up two movies that fit that exact description, and then we're gonna look up the Rotten Tomatoes score. So Mad Max Fury Road is known for start to finish nonstop action. Somebody tell me the story of this movie. They're trying to find some green land, and then they don't, and they turn around and they drive back. That's the story.
That's the story.
What's the Robert? Look up the Rotten Tomatoes for Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, that's like a 90-something%, but I'll check.
Right.
Like that is, you can't just say that the negative is that it's fast paced and it's light on story.
It's a 97%.
97. Here, okay, another fast paced. As soon as it starts, it doesn't stop. Gravity. I bet you that's around in the 90s. What's the story of Gravity? Some missile strike hits a satellite and it destroys everything.
It's nonstop. And they're trying to get back.
And she wants to get back, and it's nonstop destruction. It's a Michael Bay film, but with some I love both movies. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But that's
there was a lot of character development in that one, though. No. I will say.
Yeah, for
Sandra Bullock.
It was just more, I guess it was character development. It was just her saying, doing everything she can to survive. I would guess Gravity's like a 90 and
Is it
94.
96?
96, yeah.
Yeah.
Those two movies, that's what they're known for. Non-stop, start to finish. Like, why is that a negative on its own inherently? Like, I just don't understand that. It's either you enjoyed the non-stop.
I don't understand it, yeah.
All right, we got a Prince Revolver, $5. Hopefully Mario is the main character in the next movie and not Toad. Toad's barely in this movie.
Oh, wait, why do you think next movie? Or
Toad was do you think Toad's going to be the main character, or are you saying Toad was the main character? Because Toad's barely in the Galaxy movie. They leave his ass behind. Or he's with Peach, but he's barely...
Yeah, he's with Peach.
He barely has...
bring up a critique to me that I don't know if anyone really agrees with. In the beginning, when Yoshi's first introduced, and they make it to the party, and Toad's first thing out of his mouth is like, "Oh, what?" So he's just a part of the group now.
That's
and funny. People thought that was supposed to lead into like something for Toad specifically, and so people's critique is that didn't go anywhere.
Well, later on he says, "Oh, he's still here."
Be depressed and feel left out.
Well, doesn't near the end of the movie he makes another comment about Yoshi, like still being there?
He does.
I think it was just not a very funny joke, but it was okay.
Really, I actually think it's funny.
I mean, it's funny. I saw it in the trailer a bunch of times, so that probably
that's the
didn't
thing.
help.
I saw it in the trailer, which I thought was very funny in the trailer.
Once T gets back, I'm gonna get into. I got a crazy hot take that I've been saving. I haven't told any of you guys.
I will say also,
hiding secrets from us?
I agree with you, Juice, which is the only person I've actually heard from. To be fair, is that I think at the end it would have been nice to have a little bit more of a ending with the
Peach and Rosalina, or what? They're sisters, aren't they?
Just like one scene where they could just talk a little bit.
Oh yeah, agreed. I agree with that.
Just something.
The ending is abrupt. I would agree with that.
Just like,
I think just a little
I was expecting like a conversation or like an acknowledgement of that. Oh my God, I missed so much. I'm so happy. Like that could have been a touching moment. Heart.
I totally agree. That would have been.
Let's build the castle and do this.
I actually think a touching moment is when Bowser fucking dies for a second.
Yeah.
And Bowser looks and they're both looking at like, oh shit, we just killed his father. Like I was like, oh, man.
That caught me off guard because I didn't think they were gonna play that straight.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's. Sorry, I want to.
Because he died, and we were just like, oh no.
Hello?
Discord wilded out for a second.
Well, let's. Before we get too sidetracked.
It glitched out for a second.
When you joined, everybody it kind of muted everybody. But let's answer Prince's question. Do you feel? I felt like Mario wasn't the main. Like he was equal. I felt like.
Oh, this is bad. Discord's wilding.
Okay,
what the hell?
Now again, because I didn't hear Terrell for a second, so I wanted to.
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear everyone now. Yeah.
Did you feel? I didn't feel like Mario was sidetracked as much in this movie as the first movie. Not sidetracked, but just like made a lesser character. Like even in the first movie, who's this guy? Oh, don't worry about him. He's nobody. Like just. He's small.
No,
he's just a small dude.
I agree.
I agree. He definitely got some shade.
He's more prioritized in this film. I would agree.
Yeah, he technically ran the Mushroom Kingdom along with Luigi for a few seconds.
I don't know if that Prince Revolver was trying.
That was so rude.
Oh, one of the funniest jokes is when the castle is gone and they're like, "Oh shit, where's the castle?" And they're like,
"I guess we have to make a new one."
So we'll just build you a new one. I feel like that was supposed to be more Mario Maker-ish.
That was a Mario Maker.
Like
yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think Bowser
Mario
Jr.
Maker.
was Bowser or Mario Maker too. When he was sending out basically playing the level that Mario and Peach were.
Oh yeah,
doing.
that was very Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Now available on the Nintendo Switch too.
It was so funny that they win the level and it goes and then both Bowser Jr. like, what the hell? They actually passed that?
Yeah. So I would I didn't really feel that Mario wasn't the main character of this movie, and I don't know.
I've heard people say that, but I don't really get it in the context of. I didn't really understand it because he's
like Peach is the main character as well. I mean, it's Peach and Mario are the main characters, and Luigi's.
I will say there's only one scene that I think kind of falls into the line of filler-ish, but I didn't really mind because it's a nice reference. Is when they get turned into babies.
Yeah,
that sequence
that's
with the
one
dinosaur.
that they could technically cut if they really
want.
wanted.
Yeah, because it doesn't really add or change anything because it's like a separate thing that happens in
It
Resolve.
was a great reference.
Yeah, well, it's funny though, because it's like for that, like it's. I think you know, I saw some people hammering in on that one, but I think.
I thought the
People
sequence
also
was funny as shit, though.
Yeah, I thought
I
that's
liked
what I
it.
think.
Yeah,
I think people forget.
I agree.
I think people forget that movies could have moments of funny humor and things that have no.
It wasn't long. The other thing is, it wasn't long enough to be a
It wasn't
problem.
that long.
That's, I
It
don't
wasn't
get,
like they were literally going.
It does
The
lead
whole
into
fucking
the
time
moment.
either.
It does lead into the moment that I wish was longer, which is the scene where Peach gets angry and starts kicking the fuck out
I like
of the
that
rocks.
a lot. Yep.
And Mario's like, "Can I not get frustrated with you?"
Mhm.
But here's my problem: that happens, and then the scene cuts off,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
It's gone.
"Fuck,
Yeah.
give me." I wanted a little bit more for that.
Mm.
I wanted them like sit down and have him like. Also, I really appreciate that Mario gives Peach the parasol, like so the
Yeah,
Mhm.
the gift that she uses throughout the film is a
Mhm.
gift from Mario.
It's a gift
So
from
I-
Mario.
Yeah, she doesn't forget it or something like
And
she.
it comes
she
in
has it
expert
dearly.
handy.
I just
yeah.
I just wish Nintendo didn't like come out and say officially that they say Mario and Peach are just friends. I don't know if
They're
that's
being weird.
true or they're just trying to throw people off.
Well, I
They
think
gotta-
Miyamoto has said that or something.
Miyamoto
Nintendo
is
used to do that
old
weird
and
shit back
senile.
in the day. They used to do that with like the Koopa kids and all this kind of. They used to do all this weird shit. where they didn't wanna,
Zelda
like,
and Link, like
yeah, Zelda and
they're
Link.
just
Yeah, like just
friends.
like
Mhm.
They keep
We don't
playing these
need that.
fucking games.
I think it's just because they don't like continuity and they don't know how what they're not gonna make some kind of couple thing later on.
I think
They're
it
like,
would've-
"Hey."
I think they could have had some what's the word I'm looking for? Like
What?
some not sexual tension, but you know, like anybody watch the show Castle with Nathan Fillion?
I know what it is, but I never watched it though.
So
Yeah.
that whole show was driven by the two main characters never quite the timing never right or some like the feelings were never
Oh, I know what you're
expressed
talking about. I've
for
seen clips of
seasons
that show.
for seasons
Yeah.
four
It's like moonlighting with the.
and then they finally have them get together or whatever season 5 or 6 or whatever and
And
then
don't know what to
nobody wanted to watch the show anymore but they
Yeah.
could have that Mario and Peach they could have built that up a little more just to like add
There's,
some
like,
an extra layer
There's
for
random scenes of it. Weirdly enough, it seemed like Peach was already in the mindset of it because there's a scene at the airport when they meet up again, and they're like, "Peach, Mario."
Yeah,
And for
she-
some reason, Mario goes for the
handshake.
handshake, but Peach goes for the hug.
Just hug her,
My brain's
dude.
Like, well, Peach already knew what was up. Mario, why are you fumbling the bag like this? Put your fucking hands open.
And then all them in the back, they're like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mario! just open
and then
your
his
arms.
recovery made it worse. His recovery, it made it even
Yeah.
worse. I was like, oh man.
Oh, I thought you wanted to. I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, I like the joke that Peach was already
was
into
good.
him. He just for some reason couldn't.
He couldn't do it. It's-
Well,
He
hey,
was so
he gives
sure.
him a-
That's why she kisses.
all right I gotta
That's
get
why
my
she
hot
kisses him
take
in the
in
film.
because we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about this
What?
so here's my hot take I haven't said
Oh,
it
boy, let's
once
see. Uh-oh.
I've thought
I'm
it
already-
ready T's gonna hate me
Uh-oh.
Fox McCloud totally didn't belong in this movie at all. Like he felt so out of place to me. Like this, it just felt weird to me. Now it was cool. He looked great. His ship looked great. I'm like, why is Fox in this movie?
Well, okay, but do you like this iteration of Fox?
I like the iteration. I like how he looked. I just was like, it just. He's just he's their taxi driver basically at one point, and it's just like, and then he's flying the ship, and it's just like he doesn't. It just felt weird to me. Like it could have been.
I get your point.
They needed a pilot.
I get the point, but here's my thing. He's not. I think that's the point. He's not supposed to feel like he's from.
I know, but to me, it just felt weird in the movie. Like, and then if you're gonna have him, then I also felt like it's weird. This is gonna sound weird. You bring him in, you give him some stuff in the beginning, then he just felt like, oh yeah, he's just sitting on the observatory. He's not gonna be a part of this this final sequence. But he's there, but he's not
Well,
gonna do
because
anything.
he's distracting the rest of the ships with the Lumas.
Yeah. Did you miss that part?
Yeah, I mean, you could
That was-
say
That was pretty important.
Or did you just want a dog fight for me? Is that what it was?
I just
He wanted a dog fight.
Yeah, they could have been a dog fight between like.
I'll
you know,
agree with that.
that could have been cool. But,
Yeah,
I agree with that, but like
I don't think it would have worked with the Fox that they were presenting to us because he was kind of OP. He was too cool.
and he was just like
for,
taking money, like he
Google
The
was
only
just
reason why
in
he crashed was literally because the motherfucker ran into him
Wait,
on the
hold
ship.
on. What did you say, Juice?
I thought it was kind of weird that he basically was Han Solo. He was just like, I'm just gonna take whoever pays me, I'm gonna fly him around. That didn't feel.
Have you played Star Fox? They're about their money. Have you played the Star Fox games?
I don't
The Star
remember.
Fox crew is about their money.
The only critique I heard about Fox is that people said he felt more like Falco than he did Fox, and I'm like,
I just he felt,
well, here's my argument. Well, all right, here's my argument.
he's a bit cocky.
Fox
but
and Falco
always
aren't
was.
insanely different.
They're not that different.
The major difference is that Falco is more of a dick. That's literally
He's more of a dick. Exactly.
That's how I phrased it. I was like, Fox would be the type of dude that if you saved him, he'd be like, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it." Falco's the type of dude to be like, "About fucking time," or like, like he hit you with a quip about it. But Fox isn't above hitting you with quips. He's just not gonna.
Gee, I got saved by Fox. Thanks.
Yeah. See, that's the difference. That's the difference.
So while I thought it was,
they're both.
I thought it looked
cocky.
great.
That's why they're kind of like rivals.
Yes.
They're rivals.
To me, I feel like he could have took him out of the movie when it changed the movie. It just was cool for especially the people that love Star Fox. But
he's not.
They're also. I mean, can they also set up Star Fox? Because that's what they're totally doing.
I think also I think it's going to be a show.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a.
I think it's going to be an anime show and not a movie, personally.
Also, can we just say that this is Illumination's best?
Don't mess with my Fox, yo.
Animation.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they had that whole anime sort of style.
Yeah, it's like a cell shaded anime style.
I think that's what I think it's.
Illumination did that. Illumination did that.
Illumination
Unless they had
is doing
somebody
that.
You
else.
know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that animation we got before Zero.
Zero. Yeah.
It
I
did.
immediately thought about the Zero.
Or-
stuff, yeah.
I said, "Damn, that looks really
That
good."
they put that in there, and that's what the actual whether it's a show or movie that somebody else is doing. They just put those sequences in there. Possibly.
Honestly, I always say like I still would like if Starbucks was made by like DreamWorks. I think they would fit that studio more. But,
So,
True.
I don't know if they're gonna.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Illumination is gonna handle every single project. That just seems like a lot for them. But
Yeah.
That seems like a lot. Yeah.
I think
So I
they
would
want
not-
to though.
They're not doing Zelda, so
I think it's
And
gonna
I mean,
be
exactly.
DreamWorks is a part of Universal. Just hand it to them.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
boom. Here, take it.
exactly.
That'd be awesome.
I need that.
Starbucks would
I
fit.
want
I
that.
do agree
Yeah.
though. If they
Yeah.
did,
Star Fox, he didn't have a whole lot to do. Totally agree with that. Totally understand that. But goddamn, if I didn't enjoy him being in the movie, and
I don't.
I'm glad they
he's
didn't
not a
give
main
him
character.
too much because he's not a main character, right?
Mhm.
They didn't give
Yeah.
him too much to do because they want him to be Star Fox in his own movie or
I think-
show, whatever they're
I'll
gonna do.
just say I was surprised how long he's actually in the film for because he's pretty much ended the majority of the.
Yeah, he's in a
half
big
of the
chunk.
film.
Once he shows up, he's there. So
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like he was still a supporting role. Like you take him out. Technically, now you need another pilot. How do they get to the one planet? How do they crash in on that planet? There's still things that happened with him because of him and him fighting against Bowser Jr. straight up, like he was taking his ship on. So like there was still things that he did.
Yeah. that was pretty cool.
Now, what Mario character do you replace it with? There's no pilot.
yeah, I don't
Mario
think they
character.
would have had that.
Yeah,
They
there's no
would've-
way you
it
could
would have been a
really-
different storyline.
It would have been
Yeah.
a different story, but I think what we got was still
I think that's the
very
reason
cool.
why they used Fox. They were like, we
Honestly,
don't have a
I think
Mario character that fits that role.
I think it was organic. It may not fit, like you said, in the movie, but I think it was like, all right, we need this pilot. We got Star Fox. So that's let's just bring
I
Star
think
Fox
they're
in.
they're two
Yeah, I mean they
options
could have
to
had
start.
them commandeer
Well,
like
Well, I
a.
think Samus is referencing that same area. Yeah, Samus is referencing
Yeah.
that same area.
Samus would have been way more out of place than Star Fox
Yeah,
was.
because Fox tonally can still work. Samus not.
I
Unless
don't
they're
really
making.
want to see Samus in Illumination human form, to be honest. I don't really
No,
want to see
no, I don't
wanna
like
see that
that.
either. No. That's when you have to Master Chief Samus, because I don't want to see what she looks like under that mask.
Who's the best at human in animation? Because I don't even love some of the Pixar ones. No, I'm not saying they're all bad, but
That's
some of them.
humans.
as humans.
Who's gonna do like a really good human and see in like? I think How to Train Your Dragon humans were pretty good, but still
Well,
not
yeah,
Samus.
right?
It's DreamWorks. It's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, right?
It doesn't
Yeah.
really feel like
Yeah.
a Samus still, you know.
It still, yeah, it still feels a little.
Realistically, we've always said it. Metroid has to be a live action movie, man.
It has to be. I'm sorry, it just does.
Be a live action one. Like it's the one franchise.
Well, I think the goal, the first thing is to see how well the Zelda one goes off. If the Zelda one comes out good,
sure.
it's gonna be
For sure.
So what else we got in the Mario movie that we haven't talked about? Well, we didn't really talk too much about like the 2D sequences, which I loved. I was happy.
I loved them.
The happy console gamer like hated he thought the 2D sections were
that was very
distracting. Cool. I love that.
Distracting.
How?
Distracting.
In a Mario movie? In a Mario movie?
In a Mario movie, you're a Mario fan.
The way they did it was cool, and then at the end, it was just a cool way to like have them build the castle really quick.
It was like a nice correlation of 2D and 3D.
It felt like I was playing Odyssey and shit, watching that stuff. I was like,
it's like okay, they want to make another montage instead of they made a unique montage by having them build in 2D. Like, what's the big deal? Who cares? That was fine. It was.
I don't really see the issue. I don't understand the issue.
It's like a flare of something. Like
you're reaching for that.
How much do you think this is? It's because, there's that subset of people who just hear that Nintendo's a shit company, and we know that a lot of people love Nintendo, but like the guy at work, Nintendo's just a shit company. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? It's like, Linus said that. I'm like, that's stupid.
Compared to what though? When people say it's a shit company, I don't understand where that argument comes from.
They're suing this person for make this project. Oh, they shut down this charity thing because they had Smash. I'm like, I had to explain it to the guy. Like,
my argument is this: I always dictated off of what you're a fan. If you were a Xbox or Sony fan, you can't say anything to me about Nintendo shutting down anything. Okay, at least our studios are still up. God damn it.
If you ask that person who was complaining about them shutting this down, they won't know two shits about what they're shutting down.
I said, you know what it was?
One tournament. Of course.
Oh, it was a charity. I said, well, charity had sponsors.
What charity?
What if the sponsors were companies Nintendo doesn't align with? What if it was sponsored by one of their biggest competitors? You can't just feature their game and say, well, it's for charity, and then just you didn't ask permission. That was the thing. You didn't ask permission. And like I said, I don't know what the sponsors were. What if one of the sponsors was freaking PlayStation? Like, and you're playing Smash Brothers? Like, or it could have been a company that they just completely...
It could have been a satanic cult. They don't know.
I have
no idea.
They got every right to say, hey, you can't use our game in this televised live stream fundraiser without asking us. Like,
also, if the charity I'm thinking of is what they're referencing, that charity was almost a decade ago. If I'm thinking.
No, it was more and more recently. I looked it up because I didn't know what he was talking about. And then it's like, oh, they're suing the U.S. government for the tariffs. A bunch of companies are doing that. A bunch of companies are suing. Oh, Nintendo lawyers.
People are pretty. I've seen people actually excited that they're.
And why wouldn't they sue for
other companies are doing it? They're not the first.
You should be cheering them on.
Yeah, no, well, that was actually the one lawsuit I saw. People were like, yeah, this is the one we actually want Nintendo to win.
Yeah, right. Nintendo's been petty. I ain't gonna lie, they've been petty in the past and stuff, but they protect their IP.
Listen, every company has their problems. Don't get it twisted. But the problem is that argument's only used against Nintendo as if the companies that they currently support are also perfect. Like that's my argument. Like you can't be mad at one and not the other. I need you to be consistent.
Like, and my thing is like, and realistically, look, I hate to say it this way, but it's to me it's true. Like if we gonna be mad at companies for doing things, I'm more mad at when they close down studios, lay off employees.
Stuff that actually affects me, mama.
Stuff that affects like the industry.
Now they had that
taking out fan games. Like it's stupid, it's petty, but I'm like, that's not as big as laying off 30,000 people. Like what are we talking about? Like this.
They had that issue where they weren't treating some of their programmers, or they weren't paying like their hired their.
I think that they had something with
contractors. Yeah.
Who did that?
Nintendo. Well, everybody does it, but Nintendo.
What company? Thank you. What company hasn't been called out for that kind of shit?
And they were known for not allowing anybody to have any fun, and they just were there programming, and they had to be quiet and just program and go home. Like, yeah, it sucks. But
there's a reason why
that happens literally at every fucking job.
I bet you more work got done. I bet you a lot more work got done.
But also, right. You should be praising more Nintendo in terms of a company life, because these people, they go and they stay there their whole career and they don't leave.
So
and it's so often that these companies someone leave, or in the past, again, 5-6 years alone, we've seen so many studios shut down, layoffs, and now one of the headlines was Nintendo, not a single one. And we've only been seeing Monolith Soft is adding more people. Retro Studios is adding more people.
Adding more people. Yeah.
Bro, like that's a good thing. That's just a good thing. Like
I got some thoughts
I'd
on
rather
that.
see that here.
Oh, hey, people got mad about AM2R getting shut down, but
Then they
did
released.
they have a good reason for
Yeah,
that?
they released the
Exactly.
game.
They released the fucking game. So like, come on, man.
All right,
Come on.
so what do you guys think it is? I've heard people trying to just figure out why are the critics so harsh. I heard someone say because they don't have any. They're not trying to send any message, any kind of political message. I'm like, I don't see that because Project Hail Mary don't have any messaging, and people love that movie. And like,
I think,
what is it? Is it?
I think movie critics hate movies. like if you notice, and it was funny because I was going back. When I saw these reviews, I ended up looking back and stuff. Even like the best picture winners, if you go on Metacritic, there are outliers that get like 90-something, but you'll have movies that have one best picture and was still reviewed at like a 69, and you're like, damn, bro, the best movie of the year, you giving a
Well,
6.
that's happened to me before, where the movie of the year, I'm like, how did that win Best Picture? But
yeah, but we're talking about critics that are the ones that love movies, and they're like, but I think like if majority of movies that come out are usually way lower scored than you would think. That you're like, yo, that's crazy to me. And
You're dealing with a bunch of self-important liberal arts graduates who are just too. Yeah, they just. I don't trust.
But they're not consistent though. They're not consistent.
And they're not consistent, right?
no, they're not consistent. No, but
There's
also,
got to
you
be.
read reviews like one of them was like, oh, this is worse than AI, whatever. And I'm
Oh yeah,
like,
and the
well,
one.
now you're saying some bullshit that's just not even true. Like so now you're talking. You're almost giving you're a movie critic, and one, you're not even giving like a chance to this movie where you're saying, well, you know what, they should have made AI do it, blah, blah. And then I also saw one that was like just messing up names and not saying. And I'm like, you're a movie critic. You saw this movie and you're getting paid to do this. You need to have your what you're
I
talking
think
about.
some of them just don't.
Names correct. Things correct.
I do believe some of them just have something against Nintendo. Like the other thing, I think the biggest thing is it's just it's just like the trend is just like, oh, this is the movie to shit on. And it started, and then people just built upon it. Like, oh, I better say the thing that everybody else is saying because I don't want to be the outlier, because I don't understand. Now, I agreed the first movie wasn't as good as, I didn't think it was as good as like you guys were saying, but it wasn't a 54% Rotten Tomatoes, like, because that's only a C+ grade to be positive or to be fresh, like a C+ or higher.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to be like you could be as low, I believe, as like a 5.5 out of 10 in order to be fresh.
And then you got
is it worse than Hotel Transylvania or any of these other fucking movies that don't get this kind of critique?
I wonder what the Minions, some of the
Minion
movies got.
Minions movies and shit. Like, come on.
The Minions scored at
Well, I saw a video where they were talking about some of the harshest.
In the 30s? In the 30s? I saw this shit in the 30s.
Well, was it a Kotaku?
Did a 69. The last one was 69% actually.
I think it was a Kotaku employee who reviewed the movie and said they had to like stab themselves with their pen in order to to make it through the movie. It was so painful. And then if it was Kotaku, that same person did something on Resident Evil and was just like thirsting over Leon Kennedy and talking just like completely creepo, like inappropriate things about Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil Requiem.
My thing is, we live in the era of the algorithm and engagement farming, and you have this movie that's coming out that you know is going to be super popular. It's going to be $1 billion fucking movie. And is anybody going to watch your review if you like it? No. Anybody going to read your review if you love it? No. It's going to be the people who are like saying these crazy things about the movie that you're like, what the fuck? Like, I have to click on and see what they're talking. That's what gets you to click. And I'm not gonna say all of it is about that, but I think a good chunk of it is about people who can't get people to watch or read the review any other way than to crap on something that's gonna be a popular film. And I think that's just a big part of it.
Well, I will also say a big reason I think Rotten Tomatoes even
I think we're done with spoilers too, right? Yeah, we're.
Oh yeah, I think we can.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that the reason Rotten Tomatoes even exists is because if you took always the Metacritic and put that up on the score, people would think every movie is not very good.
Yeah, they're all
Like,
70s, 60s.
Right.
yeah, because if you were to do Rotten Tomatoes, you could get a 90, like for instance, Project Hail Mary is a 70 something on Metacritic,
Is it?
which is super highly praised, but it's a 90 something on
Oh.
Rotten Tomatoes just because 90 something people percent like it, but the average score.
Well,
is
you
7%
saw
out
me
of 10.
post the Rotten Tomatoes of that Cuties, that like completely pedophile film with the kids. I never saw
I
it.
still
They had
don't
like a
think-
90% or 88% Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes
something like
and a
that, yeah.
10% user score. It's like, who gave that a pop? For everything I've heard about it, it's just like should have never been made.
It's an important film, Juice. It's important.
Yeah.
All the reviewers are from Epstein Island, obviously.
And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of always been that way though, because Siskel and
The
Ebert
movie of the week over there.
Yeah.
back in the
Well, I
day.
also say I think that's
Play it
why
again.
like Metacritic
Oh.
for games.
My
For
soul.
games, I think a lot of a lot of game reviewers love video games, and so typically, even if it's like you give an RPG guy an RPG, they're gonna at least like it
Mhm.
somewhat. And you have the scores a little bit higher, but I think movie critics, there's not as many out there. If you look at the in terms of who's always doing the same things, and so it just ends up being way lower, the scores overall throughout the board. It's not even about like, oh, no, throughout the board. And so it ends up being where it's like that's why they always throw the Rotten Tomatoes. You'll never see the Metacritic score for the movies. They have it on there. You can just look it up, the Metacritic scores. Same critics, but it's going to be way lower than that 97%, because a lot of people think 97%. They think it's,
Well-
they're giving it a 90%. No, it's 90% of people either like
Some
it or
people like
I told
that's
that
all it is.
guy at work today, he thought the 91 was like it's an A minus or it's an A
Yeah.
movie. I was like, no, it's 91% of the people say it's a C plus or better, like basically.
That's all it is,
Right.
yeah.
So, oh shit, I just lost.
Damn.
And so that's why I think
me
Rotten
think.
Tomatoes even exists, because if they were to give out the actual score, the Metacritic, people would be like, "Oh my god, it got a 65. Oh my god, it's got a 45." But the critics are like, "It's really good."
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
I love that critic's voice. It's really good.
Yeah, back in the day
I
though,
approve.
Siskel and Ebert was on.
Like 7 out of 10. You're like, that's a good score, but you just said it changed your life. That's a big thing to say.
So back in the
That's
day,
wild.
we had Siskel and Ebert. They had a weekly show on whatever ABC,
Love
NBC.
Siskel and Ebert. Loved and hated.
I
him.
figured out. This is my perception. I've never heard anybody else say this. I thought it after years of watching them. They got to the point where they had to watch literally every movie every weekend. So Robert, you go see a lot of movies. Now imagine
I go
watching
every
every single movie that releases every year for years.
Yeah.
It got to the point where it was so obvious, like the big summer blockbuster popcorn flick that everybody enjoyed, whether it was like The Rock or Mortal Kombat, not everybody, but a lot of people who went and saw it loved the movie. They would review it and they're just like, oh, this is just basically slop. This is just time filler, waste 2 hours of your life. It was these weird, it started becoming their two thumbs up. They praised these weird random movies that were just so out of left field, whether it was good or bad. In my opinion, they just seemed to love it because it was something different, something they didn't expect, something that was broke from the mold. And that was back then. That's how I felt. I don't know if that's still like a thing with people now.
You say that, but then Roger Ebert would fucking give you a review out of left field. He fucking give it a thumbs up to fucking Carnosaur.
Yeah.
A Roger Corman schlock movie, and you're like, what? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Just it started becoming predictable though. It's like, oh, this kind of like oddball kind of movie. They're gonna give it 2 thumbs up because it's something different, something unique, like Swiss Army Knife Man or whatever that movie. I'm sure if they were both alive and they would have both gave that 2 thumbs up. It's just such a wacky idea. It breaks the mold. So I don't know if that's still.
I'm all for wacky, but my thing is that it just
still got to work as a movie.
But my thing is that, but it's also just like I don't like when people like, oh well, this thing they kind of shove a lot of animated movies. Oh, just it's for kids, blah, 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 it's a simple plot, blah, blah. But it's like, bro, like there's so much talent that was put onto the screen. Like it wasn't like some overnight thing. Like there was a lot of love put into this movie. And to act like it was just like, oh well, there's no substance whatsoever. But and I'm just like, I don't agree in terms of that type of stuff, but it's just strange, and I really do feel like if you could compare it to gaming reviewers, I from what I'm seeing, I feel like there's a lot more gaming reviewers out there. So there's more of a pool of, IGN will give, like, if right now, if we were to, if the Juice is Loose was to have a website, a magazine or whatever, and we reviewed stuff, we're gonna give the RPGs to Terrell. We're handing him the RPGs. And you know what? And odds are
Don't give me shit.
and odds are he's going to give it a more favorable review, a 7 to 8 to maybe it's fantastic to 9, than if we were to give it to Juice, and he'd be like, yeah, it was okay. And then, but a movie reviewer, they only have a select amount of movie reviewers. They're not, oh, I'm the horror movie reviewer. I'm the action movie reviewer. So this one guy's watching every single movie and is like, man, that ain't for me. And instead of thinking about it isn't for me, it's more, it's like, it's just a bad movie. And I think that's a big thing. I think that's the different disparity between movie reviewers and gaming reviewers. That movie reviewers have a smaller limited of reviewers, of limited pool, so they don't have a action movie reviewer, a drama movie reviewer. While a gaming company, they have the RPG guy, the platformer guy, the Nintendo guy, the Sony guy. They have all these other things. And I don't think they have that for the movie industry. And they just end up watching everything, and they're like, things that may not just be for them, they think is just straight up bad. And I think that's what it is. Personally, that's my theory. By looking at reviews, it's usually movie reviews are a lot lower number of reviewers, and I really think that's what it is.
And also, it's a first viewing. You get 30 or 90 minutes to 2.5 hours. Like, you could be in a particular mood that day. You could just be something on your mind. And it's like you watch a 90-minute movie versus playing a game for 5, 10, 15, 20 hours where you get more time and spread over days. You got that one viewing. I've had movies where I went and saw them at the theater. I'm like, man, I didn't really care for that. Years later, I rewatch it again, and I just like, wow, this was really good. Why didn't I like this movie? Like, and there's been movies where I liked them the first time. I watch them years later, a second time, and I'm like, not really feeling this movie. Like, T knows Man of Steel. I saw it at the theater, and I'm just like, no, I don't really feel like that was very good. And you guys talked it up, and I gave it a second chance years later, and I'm like, wow, that was actually pretty good. Then I watched it again, and I was like, wow, that's really good. Now I love the movie, like, so it just depends on the day when you went and saw it. Like, the audience, like, I didn't say this, there's somebody sitting front row just making the most annoying cackling laugh. Like, this dude was so giddy. It was kind of scary. Like, it was just like it was this shrieky, like, giddy laugh, and it was like loud, and
in
it was
Mario Galaxy movie?
Yeah, and it was like, it's just distractingly loud.
What was it like?
It was like, it was crazy. Like, it was just like, I wonder, is he all right? Is this person all right? Like, are they all there? But like, I could see that ruining it if somebody's coughing next to you the whole time, like.
Sing it. I went to see Men in Black. Me and my best bud went and saw Men in Black. It was fucking packed in there. We were sitting in maybe the second row, which sucked. It was the only seat left, and we sat next to a rotund woman who was in love with Will Smith, and she was every time he came on screen, oh, my baby Will Smith. And I'll never forget that. It was a great experience. That could have been totally ruined, but it made it a little better.
Well, let me tell you, the Lord of the Rings.
I ended up watching the movie Hoppers a few days ago, which I thought was actually fantastic, really damn good. But it was like, I like to, before I even go to movies, I check like a half an hour before the movie starts just to see the seating chart. If there's like 3 people behind where I would typically sit, I don't even bother going. I go a different time. And this one had like an empty showing. It was only one and like one other person. I'm like, beautiful. I go, that one person was actually like a mom, and she brought her not even a kid, essentially a baby. Crawling on the other thing, and I'm like, what is the baby gonna get out of this? It don't even speak.
Well, she can't go otherwise. She don't have a babysitter.
Right. She don't have a babysitter, so you got to do something, bro.
just stay home.
All right, hold on. We got to pay the bills. All right. Prince Revolver says, hopefully Mario is the main character in the
there's
next movie.
another
That was
one.
his first comment. Yeah, I want to read that one. And then the next one is the amount of videos titled "Kids Deserve a Better Movie" in regards to Galaxy makes
That's
me
wild.
believe a lot of it is tribute to what a popular opinion is.
Yeah, like I
popular.
said, a lot of people were like,
crazy.
"Oh,
Yeah.
this is a kids movie. This is a kid. Take your 7-year-old. You'll have a fun time." It's more than just a. It's not just a kids
It
movie.
is more than
Yeah.
that. That's
It's a
not
love
it.
letter to longtime
A
Mario and
40-year-old
Nintendo
franchise,
fans.
Man, it's a love letter to a 40-year-old franchise.
Yeah.
Which people that were kids during that time, including you guys, are now older, and including
Right.
me, are now older. Mario Galaxy is an 18-year-old game. This is
Yeah.
something that people have played for a while.
Technically,
I
I'm.
mean, there was a family of maybe it was like 3 boys. I think they were mid to late teenage boys, and the mom. And they were sitting back there, and they were explaining because she was clearly a Mario fan, but she had missed out on some of this later stuff, and they were explaining it to her who this character was and who that was, and that I
During the
mean,
movie,
there were these. I mean, there were some young kids in there too, but we're talking, late teenagers to mom age, which is my age in the 40s and whatnot. And I'm like, yes, it could be for everyone. So this idea of it's for kids is like it's lunacy to me. I don't get it.
and it always drives you crazy because I always say this: you are not getting to $1 billion by only
No.
having one demographic. It's
Right.
impossible.
Impossible.
This is a generational franchise,
Multi-generational.
It's a multi-generational franchise that, like a Marvel, like a Star Wars, like a Harry Potter, like a Spider-Man, like all these are like ones that's how you get to these big, huge numbers, is because every age cares about these characters.
Yeah.
To make it like, oh, it's just to just shove it off as just a kid's film, to me, is
Yeah.
a slap in the
It's
face.
that's
Everyone
just
who looks at the film.
that's
Yeah,
part of
that's
the
just-
popular
You've got
opinion
references
thing.
from the 80s games, the fucking 90s games, the 2000s games, the 2010 games. Like, that's,
The game from a couple years ago. It's crazy.
yeah,
man.
we're talking 40-some years of like, come
But we're
on.
also talking about
kids.
Mr. Video Game. He was that's literally Mario.
Yeah.
People
Mr.
used to
Video-
refer
you're
to-
like
Right.
the guy that everybody knows who Mario is. Why we have to bring
Mario's
you
more
all of a sudden,
popular than
"Oh,
Mickey."
Only the kids will get him.
Like he's some
Mario's
new
the
kids
most
character.
iconic
Get the fuck out of here.
in the world. And in my thing has always been, again, that's why I've always viewed it. It's like whenever you say, oh, just animation, blah, 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 for kids, I'm like, to me, that's just a slap in the face to
That's
everyone.
just that's lazy.
I think
critique.
there is some
fucked
movies
up.
that the
It's the same- hold on.
storylines.
real quick. It's the same shit they used to say about video games. Like, you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
I think it's.
that's all that is.
I think I just figured out something. So, I don't think he's in here anymore. But remember, Muhammad's like, Muhammad was like, I'm not gonna sit there and play a Mario game by myself. Like I'm never gonna play. I'm gonna never sit there and play a Mario game. Then he years later,
Look like I need to cut off the fucking lights and turn the dark. Shit.
like why? Like first of all, why? But then he hyped up some Xbox game recently that's like a kiddie, called Kiln.
The double game, whatever.
Kiln.
Yeah.
But so
I
I
hate
wonder
the way-
if
I
like
hate the
someone
way
like
that's
Jeremy
described.
Johns, he likes video games. He's reviewed Breath of the Wild. He likes video games, but even I could tell like he didn't want to just like he was more negative than I expected. He was like alcohol required to enjoy the movie, I think was his rating, and like I think
that's not.
I think he feels too cool to say that
Which
the
is a
Mario
weird rating
movies-
for
There's
even
a level
now.
of
Bitch,
insecurity.
you
I
used
know.
to be
a
on-
Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
I think there's a level of insecurity when it comes to animated movies still, especially in America.
Still,
In America, like you know,
that's
I think
an American
people
thing.
That's
view it
true.
As like,
Yeah,
oh
it
well,
is.
if they feel like
Unless
they
it's
feel
got
more
some
insecure,
deep
they-
story like Pixar movie or something.
That's
like
what I'm saying, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and
let's
I'm,
just
I hate to
up or
bring
some
it up, I'm
shit.
like, this kid that not even a kid, this baby that this woman brought to the Hopper showing that I saw that was roaming around. She didn't give a fuck about the movie. She was roaming around. She don't know what
Right.
was going on. I'm like, there's an age that you're just too young, and that young child don't even know
Those
what's
kids,
going
I'm
on.
agree with you. You also got the kids from the iPad generation. These kids ain't sitting still for no fucking
Damn.
2 hours.
No,
She didn't even speak a language. She was going, yeah. That's not even a language yet. You haven't spoken. You don't know. You don't even know what's. You don't even know what's going on in this movie.
I hated that.
I go poopy in my diapers.
So getting
That's it. That's all you get.
I was like, bro, I walked in that movie. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! It's an empty theater, and it's a 10 p.m. showing, so it's not even like it's an early showing. It's a 10 p.m. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, who is this? Why did you bring this kid?
I'm like, son of a bitch.
If it's just a kid, like a 8-year-old.
I feel like the best thing to do is to go to a movie that Robert really wants to watch at a time that's perfect, and have there be one random parent and child in there, and then just watch Robert sitting in the chair like, it's some fucking bullshit. I should did the midnight showing. Fuck this, man. I'm going back tomorrow.
I'm just like, bro. I'm like, this kid factually has no clue what's going on, bro.
Right.
Ask them one question, they can't even tell you because they don't speak a language yet. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm like, what's the point? Why did you bring
There
it?
might have been 3 kids under 13 in my theater. Like, there was barely any kids in there.
I had a little bit more
Little
than
kid.
I had like six of them, but they were with
Was it a full theater for you or not really?
Mine wasn't full. Mine was like halfway.
Okay.
Mine was mostly full.
I did the
Nobody
IMAX
sat
showing. I did
in
the
the front
IMAX showing,
seats.
so it's different.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
see Kit and Krista's video? Like the entrance to their theater had that full wall of like the people in the boats, the Mario Galaxy like theme with the people riding in boats with the stars.
Oh, really? No, I think I missed that.
I gotta watch it now.
I'm gonna show it in a second. So getting onto the animation could be a factor. That reminded me. There's a home theater channel. Shane Lee's got 112,000 subscribers. He gets all this really high-end gear to demo out his room, really nice theater room, and he does 4K reviews, but he doesn't review the movie. He just says the audio, here's the video. And they did a like top 5 best sounding movies, and people were like, oh, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is definitely like top 5. Oh, I don't watch cartoons. I don't really get into cartoons. He calls it a cartoon, not even an animated film. And this was like 2 years ago.
How old is he?
He's like probably 40.
Cartoon.
But since then, I've noticed he has used he reviewed the Across the Spider-Verse, and I think he's shown some footage in some of the reviews he's doing.
Forced.
So maybe he's realized that they have awesome sound.
I'm sure he got cooked in those comments, and he was just like, oh.
Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man appeals to all ages too, but they're like,
it's a cartoon. No, it's an animated film, and it's like better than most.
I don't look at comic book superheroes.
So,
it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Feels like before I brought that up, we were talking about the theater. Oh, the Kit and Krista. Let me show you that. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think that's because every time and it sucks because you know what's funny is this how every time you watch an animated movie review from like people that make videos on YouTube, so often people bring up, it's good for the kids, but and I'm like, guess what? Your audience, your demographic don't got kids right now. Tell me about what I'm watching. I'm a person that's 20 something that don't got a kid. Tell me about if I'm going to like the fucking movie. What the hell are you talking about? The kid ain't watching your review, bro.
No.
Like Chris Rock said, fuck them kids.
So what? Look at this this Dolby Cinema. Look at this entrance. So you click.
Man.
Look at this wall. And this was that even the movie? Mario wasn't in a boat in the movie, was he?
Oh my god!
I feel like this was something they cut. I feel like this is something they cut that might have been in the movie.
Well, this was the poster, by the way. This was one of the posters.
This was like a video wall. Like this is.
No, I know, but like that was one of the posters. Was based on
this is from the game. This is from the game.
But look at that. That's a high end.
That's fucking.
That's
amazing.
That's probably $20 ticket at least.
Oh no, more than that. More than that, probably. It's probably 25.
Is that 4D thing? I've heard a couple.
It's just a Dolby Cinema at AMC. That's like, well, they're in San Francisco. That's a pretty expensive place to live.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's why, like, the same thing in Lincoln Square over here, like, the IMAX has its own, like, fucking entrances. That's crazy. And they have their own concession stand, and it's crazy.
So I'm thinking about going to see it again.
Is their channel, their total income?
Yeah, they got sponsors and Patreon and stuff.
Yeah.
So I might.
That's what I meant. Like,
that's all they do.
Their job.
Yeah. Apparently
Nintendo got mad at they were getting invited the first couple of years to some events, and Nintendo was like, why are the Kid and Krista getting invited? People are inviting them into like Nintendo events, and I guess
Yeah.
they made a comment. I haven't been watching a
Damn.
ton of their content, but they made a comment like, yeah, they found out Nintendo had a problem with them getting invited to
That's
events.
funny.
Now they don't get invited to as much stuff.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
That's the pettier side of Nintendo. But
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
like
the
yeah,
thing.
that's the bullshit right there. You want to complain about some shit? That's the shit.
even that, like, am I gonna sit here and compare that to studio closures? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's my
People
thing.
lost their jobs. Families ain't getting fed, but I can't go to a Nintendo press event. God damn.
Well, that's what
I
you know.
can't
Kids
believe
Christmas,
this shit.
they're very you know, like they're very much like level headed when it comes to like, yo, we get it. You know, they take down like the. It sucks
Well,
that they
even that
took
whole remember that
But-
report that was going around about Nintendo cutting production for Switch 2s and that stuff, and Kit put out a video like, bro, but Nintendo's expectations could be insanely unrealistic.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that the Switch 2 wasn't selling.
Yeah.
The asshole that said that has been wrong about a lot of shit when it comes to Nintendo, to the point where Nintendo had to get out of character and say that's bullshit. What he just said.
I mean,
Remember the 4K Switch? Everybody remember that whole shit was going on?
Yeah.
That was that guy
was that
who
guy.
came up. It was the same dude who came up with that shit. And I'm like, people want to believe these things because they want them, you know, especially the
Want the
grifters and shit.
negativity, man. What the? And then you know what's so
This
funny
is
though?
pretty funny.
If
I
you
just
see,
saw
like
this.
on tweets, people say, "Well, yeah, I mean, of course it wasn't gonna do that great." I'm like, bro, it's the best.
What
You
the
just
fuck?
don't-
What the?
Oh, this was hilarious. I
It's
saw this.
disturbing.
Flaming dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face. I don't know what kind of pan bullshit power play you're trying to put here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you think you better think, otherwise I'm gonna have to hit that. And I will rain
Oh.
This is what AI should be used for.
This
No,
is
this
what-
ain't even I. This guy.
That's what the internet's.
This is John Corey P. This guy does all his plays.
I will massacre you.
It's CG. This man.
You up.
So this is just straight. Oh, okay, I see it now.
Rotoscope and shit like this. He goes into
Rotoscoping, yeah.
Blender and I
Well,
think
so what about the reaction shots?
That's funny.
Is that just
it's Blender. He takes. the
okay?
models.
I was gonna say, is that just Blender? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That dude
Devil Wonder.
makes a bunch of those. I mean, very infrequently because it takes a long time. But it's
Well, good for him. Good for him. That's good.
And speaking of galaxy shout outs to NASA, I've seen some incredible shots of the moon today.
Shout out to NASA.
NASA.
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the art was Artemis.
I will say, it's been fun because I fell into that algorithm of flat earthers. It's been fun watching the damage control coming from these flat earth channels. My God, it is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time, man.
I was gonna
They
watch
just
one,
they
but
coping so hard, it's ridiculous. Oh, that's AI. That camera there. That's a why did it glitch? Bitch, it's a camera in space. What do you mean? Why did it glitch?
Just be happy it's working at all. Damn.
Basically, what they're trying to say is this is all CGI and shit because the Earth clearly is round, as you can see from the camera. So they are so mad, and it is so delicious.
I don't believe you.
Oh man, it's so
My
good.
brain.
I watched some launch footage from like the previous Artemis missions, and it was like basically POV of somebody at the sites you could be, and it was just like, I don't know why. I think I was even watching it. I might have been watching on my TV. I felt like I was watching, like I was there, and when it launched, just the massive smoke, and then when the sound finally hit, it was so incredible. Like I got like a little teary-eyed just like just the things that man can achieve, and I know we did it a long time ago,
Right?
and it's crazy that we did it in the 60s.
It was nice seeing a rocket take off and not fucking explode. I've seen a lot of those SpaceX ones doing over the last couple years. It was nice to see a rocket take off and do what they planned on it doing and shit. And you can see it from pillar to post. It was great. It made me feel like a kid again, who was super fascinated with this stuff when I was a kid. Obviously, we all saw. Well, I'll say we all saw. Some of you young motherfuckers ain't see it, but me and Juice were definitely in class when the fucking Challenger went up and blew up in our faces, and it was like, oh shit, and that was like, crazy.
What was that, like 1910?
1910.
Yeah. Like this was
80,
like
86. I want to say 86.
This was the Artemis one.
I wasn't even conceived yet.
Right. Right.
And like I thought it was the new one, but I didn't realize this was a year ago. But just like I wish I would like to experience that once. Like it's
Absolutely. That would be insane to see that in real life.
I mean, look how from the ground view it goes up fast. Like when you're looking from above, it looks like it's completely different. And then when the sound hits, it's just like it's just crazy.
Fucking amazing.
Hasn't hit yet.
That one guy was excited. That one guy
Here
was
goes.
excited. That was Robert in the back. Woo!
And like, I was looking at it like, you want to 30 seconds?
Like to me, that's just like that's an impressive like thing to watch. Like I got pretty excited.
Damn.
And then the guy I work with, he grew up in Florida. He said you can feel the heat from that far away. Like it feels like you open the oven. And
now I would see like the trails and whatnot, but I was never close enough to Fort Lauderdale.
This guy's really excited.
Yeah.
But I mean, the rocket looks small, but look at how big like the smoke. Like it's just crazy to me.
No, it's insane. And to think there are people inside.
This one there wasn't, but
not in Artemis there is.
I don't think this was the first one. This was like the
Most
Artemis
rockets
one.
don't have people in them. Most of them don't have people.
No, this one I thought that. Oh wait.
Artemis does. Artemis too.
This was a year ago.
Oh, this is a year ago.
Yeah. But like when that shit hits, like it's just crazy. And the microphone obviously can't.
And you just think that's how much it takes to get off this goddamn planet. Fucking gravity is that strong that we need that to get off the planet.
What was it, 8 million pounds?
And these motherfuckers thought they were just gonna leave.
And that's why they're doing Artemis too, because they want to build bases on the moon, so they won't take fucking 8 billion, gazillion thrust power to get off the fucking, to fly to another planet. They want to be able to like start off at the moon and then like travel to fucking Mars and shit. That's what the goal is.
And it really shows like one of the biggest cheats of science fiction is just how easily they have ships get off into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like, it'd be nice, but it's just not possible.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Maybe on a different planet that doesn't have the gravity pool we have. But yeah.
Prince Revolver said sending rockets into space, and I'm like, why is the baby there?
That's a good one though. You better have some ear protection.
Nice. That was nice.
You better have some ear protection.
Way to bring that back, Prince Revolver. That was nice.
Why is the baby here?
So let's wrap this up with the Zelda movie filming in New Zealand, same areas as the Lord of the Rings. That's cool. What's our hope now for the next Nintendo movie? Will be the Zelda movie. What is it? About a year away?
Yeah, next year. It's next year.
It's May, I believe. I think, or maybe July.
So when do you think we'll start? When do you think we'll get a trailer? Like December?
I'm not even gonna lie. I think it was gonna
be late this year.
I thought it was gonna be a teaser before the movie, to be honest. But
it's too early.
They got to be done filming at least.
Okay, so it's May 7th, 2027. So
I'm thinking December.
I'm thinking November, December.
There's a good chance they might do a teaser in July before Spider-Man, since it's a Sony product.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be kind of early.
Way early.
July 31st. It's essentially August. I'm talking about a 30-second teaser, like super small.
Nintendo ain't gonna be with that.
No, they're gonna do a Nintendo Direct.
How long was it? How long did it take before we got the first Galaxy trailer, like proper trailer?
They did a Direct first, right? For the first teaser, or did they tease the movie first?
Well, they teased the movie, and then we got the trailer. Like, what was that?
I'm seeing 6 months ago was the official title announcement. Oh yeah, that was this one.
So then my assumption would be we probably get it either
September 12th.
So yeah, I would think,
Maybe
yeah, we
before
could-
Avengers Doomsday and Dune Part 3, they'll.
Well, 1,000,000% there's going to be a trailer attached to those movies. But I think because it's Spider-Man, because it's Sony, they're going to want to put something before that.
Yeah, because they want to get.
It's
paid.
a Sony production. They usually studios do that type of stuff.
It's a Nintendo production, my first one. Well,
No, but
I
it's not
don't
that-
believe.
It's
Yeah,
Sony
but you don't
publishing,
think
baby.
Nintendo themselves also want, hey, yeah, put it in front of Spider-Man. That would be big.
Ooh,
You want to get it in front of those bigger
I
movies.
will say Sony is the type to get overzealous and fucking show shit kind of early. if they
I don't
can
even
get
think it'd
away
be that
with it.
early. Like, you could make a small little teaser.
If you're talking about like a quick 30-second teaser,
I don't think it's
maybe.
worth it. I don't think it's
I
worth
think,
it.
I
To do
think
that.
the trailer. When I
I'm
say
thinking-
trailer, I'm thinking like the full like minute, 2-minute trailer. So I would think November.
I don't want to. I want to see some shit that looks like the April Fool's Hero of Time
Oh, no, but
from IGN and shit. I don't
I do think you need.
take the time you need to make that first impression. Because this,
Mhm.
a lot of people. There's a lot of naysayers out there. As
It's
far
kinda
as
like-
Zelda
it's kinda-
being live action to begin with.
Yeah.
It's kind of
So-
like the paranoia we got with the Mario film when we first found out it was Illumination. We weren't like, ooh,
Oh yeah, exactly. Let's not
Yeah.
forget. It was like, oh no, Illumination.
Illumination. I'm gonna need you
Well, let's see
to.
when I don't remember the first teaser for that one.
You could have gave me Pixar, or DreamWorks,
Right, well,
fucking
Illumination.
Dang.
I was
The
disappointed.
Minion
So-
Studio.
That was October 6th, so it's similar time.
Oh, that
or
movie,
something.
that first movie was terrifying before it came out because we were like, well, Illumination ain't got the best track record.
No.
Like,
We all said they got good animation, though. They look.
Yeah,
movies
no,
look
yeah,
good.
but I'm talking about
And
before.
you know
We
what?
knew.
Their best animations have been from these movies, though.
Oh no, but
Yeah.
we knew the studio before we knew the.
Also, I
18
pre-ordered the
yeah.
4K steelbook already of the Galaxy
Of
movie.
course.
Galaxy? Damn.
No, I thought you said that in the.
I
chat
got,
earlier today.
Like
Am I
3 or 4 steelbooks pre-ordered right now. I got Fight Club, Mario movie, Fallout Season
yeah.
2.
wrong? Yeah, he's
That might be the last one.
He's lying. I'm gonna give him
I
another
think
24
my
hours.
prediction again before the Zelda movie, they'll have a small teaser. I mean, wait.
Before
Before
of course they
Spider-Man?
would. Of course, when the movie comes out, Robert, you mean Spider-Man? Is you mean Spider-Man?
The Spider-Man movie.
Before Zelda comes out, there will be
Think I
a
was
teaser. Oh
There's gonna be a
shit!
teaser. Oh, Revelations.
Oh shit! No way!
That weekend, they're gonna have the Zelda teaser.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm
If you
gonna
just
say
said-
the earliest is like November.
Well, they're gonna definitely have it before Doomsday, and they have to have it. And like my thing, they gotta.
They
put
ain't
it
gotta
in
do nothing,
the
man.
movies. They gotta.
I mean,
put it in-
you talking all these absolutes.
You
and stuff, man.
real?
Dude, come on, you know the movie. These big blockbusters love to put it in front of other big blockbusters, like the trailers. They always do that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when Nintendo's gonna put it out, because Nintendo's gonna talk about it before anybody.
Nintendo's different, bro.
My question is, do you think you'll see it the way it'll be introduced? You think you'll see the teaser in the theaters, or Nintendo's gonna promote it first?
It's gonna be a
I think
Nintendo
they'll
Direct.
promote it first, but it'll be in theaters that weekend. So
Oh, that's what you mean.
we'll get a direct.
Eh.
Oh man, but that means we're gonna get a Zelda movie direct in like 4 months.
I'll watch that direct.
That's why I don't agree with.
Yeah, I don't know actually. I'm not.
Especially because we still gotta get a summer direct to cover all this.
Yeah.
All these new Star Fox games coming up.
Because they're about to have $2 billion pictures. Nintendo is, and they're gonna look and say, "Hey, this is what we did to get us there." And it's gonna be them directs. It's gonna be the same way. They're
Yeah.
gonna keep rolling out until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
And I don't see why it wouldn't work
I-
if you're talking
you
about
know,
movies.
right.
I don't think I don't think the Zelda movie is gonna do nearly as good as these movies personally, but I'd be interested.
No.
How
Billion dollar
Yeah.
pictures? No, I don't think it's
No,
gonna
I
hit a
don't
bill.
think
how will
it'll
it
be
review too? Like, will people?
I think they will review better. I think they will
Well,
review better.
Well, yeah, because they're not animated.
Right.
That alone. I think that alone. But
Thank
Right,
God.
like-
They can't
Hey,
CG.
It will depend on how safe is Nintendo gonna play it.
yeah,
with
but I
these
think you
story.
got a good director attached.
But we
which
gotta
has
figure out
always-
which
like-
Zelda we're getting. If we're getting Ocarina of Time, or we're getting Link to the Past, or we're like, is it gonna be a mishmash?
I think it's gonna be an amalgamation of
amalgamation. Yeah.
the most
Because
cinematic
there's
Zelda,
not-
which is Twilight. Well,
Twilight
maybe not
Prince.
Twilight Princess, but yeah, maybe Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time.
Maybe.
Well, but we
Yeah.
already saw, the photos which had
A little Breath of the Wild in there.
Wasn't it Zelda Breath of the Wild, but then like
No,
it was
it
kind of
wasn't.
like Ocarina?
Well,
maybe?
kinda. Hold on.
Wasn't
I
it?
gotta look.
Right,
I
well,
gotta
you
look.
got like a young badass Impa, so that's Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, see, she got the blue shit on, and then
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
the
Was she
There-
wearing
there's
the
some
blue?
breath-
No.
Yeah, there's some Breath of the Wild
Oh
shit in
yeah,
there.
it's Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, but
I
then
mean,
he's
how could you not do that, bitch?
Not the-
Your most popular Zelda games, you can't just skip over them, bitches.
Yeah.
You gotta put references for them. So
Well, considering Breath of the Wild is technically the big earlier game in the timeline.
That too,
I guess, of
technically.
it.
But also he's more already in his green tunic. So he's
what are you
got, like,
laughing at, Juice?
I've been down watching some funny clips. You want to see?
Done.
I
But
think
he's on Ocarina time. He's already got the green tunic on and everything. Twilight
I
Princess.
literally just
Right.
just scrolling. So it's funny because of the clips that this person shares. So
What?
Hey, yo, what?
hold on, you'll see.
Oh yeah,
You'll see.
We're done. Is that from Beth? I'm so... We're done.
Oh,
done.
man.
Uh,
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fenyx.
Have you seen those ones where it looks like a guy is reviewing a video? He's like pointing to the person in the background, and it ends up like being the actual, his background and shit. He's talking about, look at this woman here. Who would let her? Have to,
you're talking about like the husband.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
critiquing
the husband.
Yeah.
Look how she washes
And
the
then she
dishes.
smacks him with the trash
Yeah, and they're like,
can when she's
completely
walking
surprises
by.
me. I was like, oh shit! I thought it was one of those videos where they're just kind of talking about what's going on, but it's actually in the video. Well, that
We've
was
been
pretty
taking
cool.
over about YouTube Shorts culture and Instagram
Yeah,
Reels.
yeah. Shorts
and
culture,
TikTok.
Instagram
It's-
Reels, TikTok. Yeah,
It's a cult now, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we
Yeah,
watch our
we're-
movies. It's clips
we're
through
screwed.
TikTok.
yeah. Our lives are clicks through TikTok. That's what our lives
saw-
are now.
I saw multiple seasons of Ted Lasso through TikTok.
God
That's
dang,
amazing.
you too? You too? God dang. I thought it was just me. I'm like, damn, I should probably watch this show. This shit.
I haven't seen much.
And it just I was like, fine, dog. Is that the season finale? Someone goes, yeah, that's the season finale. Damn! They're just posting whole episodes in this
That's why
bitch.
people don't watch shit anymore. It's
You know
TikTok,
what it feels
man.
like? I don't know if y'all ever seen it back in the day when YouTube first got started. They used to post television shows and anime episodes, but
Yeah.
they couldn't do like the whole episodes. They do part 1, part 2, part 3. That's what
Yep.
we're doing for shorts now.
That's what-
part
yep.
1, part 2, part 3.
It's crazy, and they getting away with that shit.
Yeah, man. I'm like talking about, we
I'm
don't,
like, oh, I don't gotta
we
watch
don't
the
really
show
check
now.
for- we don't really check for copyright on shorts. You
that's
probably
what-
need to.
yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what my kids say to me. They're like, oh, I asked them if, oh, you saw this movie? Like, no, I saw it in the clip. I was like, fuck. I saw this scene in the clip. I'm like, damn.
That's
You
literally
gotta-
what's happening.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happening.
I can't show you guys any movies. You see all these fucking clips everywhere. I'm like,
Oh, dude, I got spoiled on so much shit that I didn't care about watching, but then my friends were like, you should watch it. I've already seen it.
I
What?
already seen that shit.
What do you mean? I thought you didn't have a Netflix subscription. Well, I don't.
Don't need one.
rest in
Yeah.
peace. Rest in peace, Chuck.
Oh, Pete, Chuck.
No, see, y'all doing too much.
Yeah. Bruh. Oh, this shit is wild, bro. What? God.
I hate that you just had the man just walking up. I hate that he's picking them specifically. Is that
sounds good.
RIP to is that RIP to RIP?
He's a dude that I thought would be over 100 before he left. Because he was
Well, yeah,
always
wait.
like
He
in
died in his
crazy
80s,
shape.
right?
He was 86.
That didn't
Okay,
even
that
make
shit didn't
sense.
make sense. There's only so much. I hate that they're all kicks. I hate that they're all kicks.
That's Chuck
He's
Norris,
known
man.
for kicks.
Yeah.
Walker.
But just the way, I hate that, like, even when he's sitting down, he gets up just to kick this man. Like, you could have just punched him in that moment. What the fuck?
And like he had like a resurgence because of the Conan things. The Conan kind of Chuck Norris isms and stuff. And one of my favorite when he passed was Chuck Norris actually died 20 years ago. Death was just too afraid to tell him.
Mhm.
I was like, that was pretty good. That was pretty
real
good.
quick, I wasn't, because I know we mentioned trailers before, but Tia, you watching that He-Man movie?
Oh, totally watching.
Damn,
that,
we're up
man.
to it's at
I got a
9:40.
clip. I gotta, yeah.
It's already
Yeah,
9:40.
yeah.
Damn.
I
Okay,
gotta,
guys.
I saw a trailer of it right before
I saw
movie.
for the you saying,
And I'm
saying,
like,
I was
I'm
like,
in.
I'm like, oh, T gotta be going to this.
Oh, I'm
T,
in.
I said, T gotta be.
I
Going
got
to
up and did
this.
one of these after the trailer was over. I was like, yep, I'm
I
here.
was like, I was like,
back.
I gotta go check with T. I was like, T must be excited. He must be.
I'm super
ecstatic.
excited for it. It looks awesome to me. I think it looks
And
great.
Shout out to Alexandra Daddario for turning 40 today. Apparently, I don't know if it was today. It was recently.
That you went.
I don't think it was today.
I guess
It was recent, yes.
Someone, her and like the girl Jessica Jones. What's her name? She looks.
I forget. Her
She
name.
hasn't aged a day.
Kristen
Kristen Ritter.
Stewart. No, it's Ritter.
She looks the same fucking 10 years later playing Jessica Jones. I'm like, did they do
Yeah.
something? Like, did they do some
She didn't really age
de-aging?
much anyway, from what I said.
Because she's looked like the same age for like 15 years now.
Yeah, she
So
has.
shout outs to Alexandria.
We're just looking at a. Yeah, I figured.
A highlight reel.
This must be from some
Yeah.
like comedy show. I don't think it. I don't know what it was, but
My
anyway.
God.
Yep, we'll get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in to this Mario movie discussion, and maybe next week we'll get some more viewers that won't be afraid of hearing spoilers. But yeah, it was a fun discussion. Great having Terrell back.
Yeah.
It's just
be
like
back.
riding a bike.
It'll be
Greatest
locked in. It'll be
Games of all
locked.
time.
It'll be locked back in June. All right, I will make that statement.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
In time for the year anniversary of the Switch 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's literally. That's why I said I had to make sure.
And I still only own 2 physical games
What do you mean talking about for this year? Or?
for Switch 2 total.
There's only 30.
Wait, what was it? Donkey Kong and
Metroid.
Metroid. Okay. I don't.
So
So
anyway,
technically
we're
it's a
getting out of
Switch
here.
one game.
We'll be back
I only own 3.
next week. What's the third one?
ZA.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I
No
Also,
Pocopia?
also a Switch 1 game.